Welcome in, welcome in. How y'all doing? How y'all doing tonight? Who's ready for some more Pathfinder? Who's ready for some more Pathfinder? Look, it wasn't that long. It wasn't that long. Okay, it was like twice the normal length, but not that long. But guess what? We're teaching new VTubers, well, new players to Pathfinder who happen to be VTubers specifically. We're teaching them how to play Pathfinder 2. Now our one shot, we didn't quite finish it. So today we're here to finish. We're here to finish some Pathfinder. Beyond that, what are we going to do? I don't expect this session to go long. I don't expect this to go too long. We really only have like one fight left. We already showed off like skill challenges and role playing and stuff earlier. So I mean, we can have some role playing, but it probably won't be particularly long. Also, since I forgot to say it, hey y'all, welcome in. I'm Lord Generic, your Terracotta Warrior. And who's ready for Pathfinder? This fight, spoiler, will be a little more challenging than the last ones. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. You remember, if your players get too confident, it'll be too easy. We gotta stress them a little bit, right? You gotta stress them a little bit. It keeps them healthy. Keeps what's the term? It helps with the player enrichment, right? They'll get too bored in their enclosure otherwise. But if you're not familiar, welcome in. If you're wondering, hey, Generic, what is Pathfinder? What is Pathfinder 2nd Edition? Pathfinder 2nd Edition is a tabletop role-playing game. It is very similar to Dungeons and Dragons or Call of Cthulhu or Vampire the Masquerade. This one's claim to fame is that it has incredibly well-made rules, rock-solid math. And I know that sounds boring, but in my opinion, great rules enable easy role-playing, easy storytelling, and a lot of consistency between the players, which makes it easier for them to focus on doing what they want to do in a cool way. With that said, let me hop on over, see how the players are doing. We have 6 players, more than I normally prefer in a game. And in a game, I normally prefer to have 4, maybe 5, preferably 4. 6 is a lot, but because this is a learning one-shot, we can handle that. We can handle 6 pretty easily, right?
First.
All right, test. How y'all doing? Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to come in on. All right, Discord's working this time. I made sure to check. Don't worry about it. Oh, it hurts. I hate Discord. Hey, y'all. Now, with that said...
Did he just realize he was muted?
Oh. Yeah, I was muted. Hi, y'all. Well, I could hear you, but my mute was separate. Don't worry about it. I'm very good with the technologies. Mm-hmm.
You're doing great, Game Master.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's correct, Game Master. That is the correct term. Remember, Dungeon Masters are reserved specifically for Wizards of the Coast legally, and that one guy at the back of the card game store they tell you not to talk to. Those are the only people you should call Dungeon Master. All right. But are you ready to play some Pathfinder?
Yeah.
Okay, well. Now I did post the link for y'all in the text chat. So if you haven't hopped in, I think we're missing one person. I think we're missing Nas. So in the text chat, you can...
It's not letting me...
It's
not letting me join.
That's
I
weird.
opened it again, so hold on.
Yeah. With that
it's
said...
saying that my password is invalid.
There is no password.
Yeah. Don't put anything in the password. Just leave it blank when you enter. Go. Yeah. A lack of a password is a password nonetheless in its own way. Now.
That it is.
Now. Why are you all so bright? Is this Fable again? No. You're just...
I can't help it that I just have this effect.
Really bright on the token. Oh, no, that helps. Maybe if we move down here. All right. Let me move myself over.
like
They're bright,
whitewashed. What
right?
happened?
I don't know. I did change a couple of mods. I added a couple of things because I had forgotten them last time. I'll admit I did forget them last time. But that shouldn't have affected anything here. Oh,
Man,
well,
I had
it's
never been
fine.
whitewashed before. That's crazy.
It's fine. I know, right?
Yes.
Look at Nasreen's. God, yours is the worst of them all. It's so bright.
Which is the worst thing? How dare? Like,
Look.
this is discrimination.
You're right. I blame Wizards of the Coast. They're trying to whitewash your role-playing game.
Hey, you know what it
don't think that
is?
I
I
could
think
get
it's
lighter.
the fog effect over the top of the pieces.
Could be.
Because as it moves, it's getting lessened. So
It is the fog effect. That makes a lot of sense.
That's
Hey, Ghost.
crazy.
Well,
That's wild.
welcome to Silent Hill, y'all.
nice. What do I have to roll to smash Pyramid Head?
In a
The
fight,
initiative
right?
will fucking fight me.
In a fight, right?
Listen,
Yes.
she asked the
Yes.
question. Just
Okay.
answer the question.
Is
Don't worry
this
about the context.
is this OG Silent Hill 2 Pyramid Head or the whatever he became in the later games because he was too popular? Because you really want the later games. You don't want OG Pyramid Head. That guy is kind of hardcore. I'm just going to say it.
Rain, you mean in a fight, right?
Low key, I've never actually played with the Silent Hill games, but like, I mean, he's like Juby said in Dead by Daylight, he's
Well.
been ripped. So
I'm not going to spoil anything because that would be, God, imagine just a random Silent Hill 2 remake spoiler. It's like, you thought you want this? You're wrecked. All right, hey y'all. So first off, let's do some introductions once again, just so that they remember what's going on. Let's start with our swashbuckler. Fable, would you like to go?
that's me. Wow.
is
My
you.
name is Fable Storyteller. I'm a shooting star party streamer and artist, and I'm playing the swashbuckler Nanarain Lionelay, and I am not riddled with arrows yet.
Right now, we can
We're
fix that.
starting off. We're starting off on a high note, not being riddled with arrows.
And I don't have Fable muted this time, so you got to hear their intro. Congratulations,
Yay.
Fable.
Yay.
Speaking of having that, Rad, who's up next? Juby, you're up next, our Bard player for today.
Hello, my name is Juby the Slime, or you can call me Jubert, that's fine. I'm playing the puppet bard named Pelvis Smashley, and yeah, that's literally my story. Yeah.
That name gets me every time. I love it. Should I be on the left side? I should be on the left side now I think about it. Well, yeah. So that means the text bar easier to see. All right. Speaking of easier to see, I don't know how that transitions. Lord, I don't. There was an attempt.
Well, she's
Glow
tall, so.
sometimes.
Sometimes.
Flawless
All right.
transition,
Welcome
Jazz.
to our monk player. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hello, hi. I'm Lorelai, the Raven Queen, also a variety streamer and artist. And I'm gonna kick ass, hopefully, and not die again.
Someone's got to be the
Probably.
front line.
It's me. It's me, baby.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
not gonna die, not with me around.
Oh, so I know who to go for first. All right.
Yes.
Alexol,
Brave.
are you there? I think Alexol had
I'm
to
here.
wander off for a minute. Okay, perfect.
No,
Would you like to go
I'm-
next as our
I've been here.
gunslinger? Who wandered off? Whatever.
Hi, my name is Mega Alexel. You can also call me Lexi. I'm a half demon, half glitchy mess who thinks they know what they're doing a majority of the time. I do games from retro to semi-recent. I'm an artist, and I do shit posts with my voice. I'm your average gunslinging elf, try me, which is a pun on try me. And yeah, I hope to headshot more mooks today.
All right. Perfect. And Nasreen, our sorcerer player. Would you like to go next?
Sure. Hello, my name is Nazreen Sakamoto. I am a space fairy VTuber from the far off planet of Turnsa. I play a variety of like cozy games, and I'm just gonna try not to die. My clearly my health is not there, but like we're doing our best, and that's all that matters. That's what my mom said.
Sure, we'll go with that. I respect it. All right, and Cinder, our cleric player, you're up last.
Hi, my name is Cinderant. You can call me Sinner Cinder. I will be I am a variety streamer, but I mostly have been doing art recently. I will be playing Beverly, a very, very devoted cleric to their god. Very devoted to their god.
All
Absolutely
right.
loves him.
Yeah, normal amount. A normal amount.
A normal amount.
Mhm,
Totally.
mhm.
Totally.
Good. All right. With that said, because this is a continuation of the previous one shot, we don't have too much ground to cover. So as a summary for those who dropped in and really don't want to watch the first half of the one shot, I get it. But basically, all you need to know plot-wise is our plucky heroes run a local pie shop, and a gang of miscreants have been harassing them and attempting to start fights, with the goal of either getting money from the pie shop or perhaps gaining control of the shop entirely. And our heroes have tracked down these gangs to their local warehouse converted nightclub and have snuck in and recently fought off some guards inside of the nightclub itself, inside of the warehouse portion. So from there, they finished the fight and are pretty badly injured. Try Me the Gunslinger had to learn how much fun rolling for poison saves are when you have a low constitution score. It's a good time. Remember, kids, constitution saves lives. Always. You know what? You should always increase constitution. My character, however, I don't need it. I'll be fine. I'll
so
be
strong,
fine,
you
right?
don't need
Yeah.
it.
Everyone else, they need it. Me, however. Oh. Now, with that
So-
said,
while you were saying all that, I had a dumb thought flash in my mind. Like, what kind of roll did you call it? It was
fortitude.
save?
Yes.
But I have to roll that every time I just lightly slip on some stairs.
No, slipping on stairs is clearly a reflex save because it's how fast you are.
You know what? Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Or an acrobatics balance check, but like, meh. Either or. Now, with that said, our heroes, you're in the warehouse. As the battle draws to a close, you've defeated the guard centipedes and their fire method bound to the warehouse or in protection. You kind of wonder, who binds a fire elemental to protect a wooden warehouse? That's neither here nor there. And how are y'all doing? You're looking pretty injured. Now, there's a couple things to note. If you click on your character, I have re-added a mod, which I may have forgotten about. Oops. And if you look on the top left, you'll see your character's name and a series of actions, strikes, actions, inventory, feats, spells, and you can hover over those and see what pops up. This will make it a lot easier, a lot faster. Can't believe I forgot this mod in my testing.
Bless. Oh,
makes
thank you,
things-
generic.
And as you see,
Ooh.
now it's not necessarily a bad thing. Last time you had to roll everything through your character sheets, which did force you to look at your character sheets. And now we will not look at it because this is so much faster. Unbelievably so. You can look at all of your skills all at once. It's great. Really is. So, can everyone see it? The magical hotbar on top.
I can.
Yes.
Oh, now I can.
I can indeed.
Perfect. Yeah, this is going to make things a lot simpler. Feel free and try to click something, like make a strike, make a roll, make sure it's functioning for you while things are easy. Things are easy.
Can
And
I just
after
target
that-
one of the already
Yeah,
dead
yeah.
targets?
Yeah, you can just swing at something. You can target each other. You know what? Take a shot at Beverly. Try me. Do it. It's not real
No.
unless you
I'm
roll a
just gonna
20.
See about healing.
Then it is.
I don't
Now
think I
healing.
will.
So, there's a couple things to note for healing. One, I'm going to give you guys 20 minutes. 20 minutes of downtime to do things before you cast heal. Just so you know. I'm going to give you all 20 minutes of downtime. Now, in that downtime, most downtime activities in this game take 10 minutes to do. For example, anyone with the medicine skill, anyone trained in medicine, which I know Beverly is, I don't know about anyone else, I don't remember. But let's get rid of skills, we don't need that. But you can do what's called treat wounds. Treat wounds allows you to spend 10 minutes out of combat in order to heal a teammate using your medicine skill. You don't need to spend resources or magic. You can simply roll and heal someone. So, as a cleric, you can, in particular, as a cleric, you can refocus and regain your Moonbeam spell to use it again. And, you regain your focus point while treating wounds at the same time for 10 minutes. Other casters can regain their focus spells if they want by spending 10 minutes to refocus. What a refocus is you essentially spend time and energy regathering your mana, your magical energy, however your character likes to use magic, regaining what they can quickly so that they can use their spammable focus spells. I hope that made sense.
Yes.
The monk. Boom.
I mean, I don't have spells, so I don't have to worry about that sort of thing. I have like a little damage, but like other than that, I'm good, right?
In particular, the most damaged characters are Nasreen and Trimey. Trimey's at about half health, and Nasreen is missing 11 hit points out of 16 at about 1/3.
Is there any way I can assist anyone, or?
That is a great question, and the answer is yes. You can roll to aid. Now, aiding someone generally requires the same skill check or an appropriate thing. If you have something you can argue is appropriate to help someone else, then I might allow it, right? And you have to roll a dice, and if your roll is high enough, you will give a +1 or a +2 to, in this case, the cleric's medicine roll. So if you want to do that, you could. If there's someone better at medicine, they're probably going to make a better aid. Or they could try and heal one of the frontliners, the monk or the swashbuckler, and heal up that little bit of damage. 1 or 2 HP might make the difference.
I'm trying to make an argument for crafting, but I don't know if I can. Because my
Well,
medicine's +0, so it doesn't help.
That's up to you. My thing is, if you were a Chirurgeon alchemist, you wouldn't have to. They use crafting for their medicine checks. Part of their whole thing. But with that said, Cinder, would you like to make a treat wounds check?
No.
Or would you like to try it?
I would love to make a treat wounds check.
Okay. Technically, there are macros to make this easier. I'm not going to worry about it. I want you to go to your skills and roll me a medicine check. Your target roll is a 15, DC 15. Ooh, just enough. Not bad. So the question is, who were you healing? You can only heal one person every 10 minutes.
Nas,
fair enough. Roll 2d8. If you need to type that in, you can type /R space 2d8. Or you can click the little dice on the bottom right of the tray. There we go. This one was mine. Sorry, you're not getting the better one this time. Ness, if you would like to heal for 7, on the right side, you might see some buttons under that roll that Beverly just did. One of them says heal. Go ahead and click that.
Okay.
There you go. And now you're at 12 HP out of 16. Much nicer. And I'm going to give y'all another 10 minutes. I'm assuming the casters are refocusing because they have no reason not to. Would you like to do another medicine check? I will note you can only use treat wounds on a given player once an hour in game time, in world time. So in this case, you want to treat wounds on the left side or on someone else. You cannot treat Nasreen again.
So then, who else is low?
Thanks for the sub,
Try
Kona.
muse.
Try me. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll focus. Try me then.
Okay, give me another medicine check. I'll note if you roll a nat 1, you will cut Try Me open and deal damage instead.
I'd very much not like that.
Wonderful.
I'm not saying you will. However,
Ooh.
Ooh.
this is the opposite. That is a critical success. Roll 4d8 of healing. And I'll note, as you get better at medicine, as you level up and become more skilled, you can make harder and harder medicine rolls that heal more and more. All right, there you go, Try Me. Go ahead and click that heal button on the bottom right, and you will go to full health.
The bottom right, you said?
Bottom right of the screen, on the text
It
box on the
says
right
heal. It
side.
has a little heart with a cross in it.
Mm-hmm.
Heart with a...
I know
just saw that.
your
Where did it
screen is a
go?
little different from everyone else's.
What?
It's in Beverly's role on the right side of the screen,
Oh,
under the
now
15.
now I see it. Now I
Mhm.
see it. And it's gone again.
What?
Lovely.
All right. Well, I'll let y'all
Um,
struggle with that. In the meantime, Beverly.
Oh, never mind. Found it.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Now, Beverly's,
Thank you.
Pelvis, anyone else, any of the casters? I think every cast here has a heal spell, or in Beverly's case, the Soothe spell, which is the occult version of healing. You are all still slightly damaged, not a lot. Would you like to spend any healing magic or other resources to heal? You have that option.
I mean, if anyone's offering, I will take healing, but I know Naz needs it more than I do at the moment.
Can I heal myself?
You can. So, the heal spell is very interesting. Let me open your sheet and then put it in the chat. So, the heal spell is rather unusual. Right, you didn't even have to use any spells for this fight because of Frostbind. Anyways, it is what's called a variable action spell. You can cast heal for 1 action, 2 actions, or 3. 1 action, it's very fast. The advantage is it's a much weaker heal, and it's only someone you can touch or yourself. So, they have to be next to you. The advantage is you can cast a fancy 2-action spell and then tap someone. So it's inefficient, but, you can sneak in a little more. 2-action heal is a big heal bomb on a single person. Does a lot more healing, triple as much. And 3-action heal is an AoE heal. It's what's called an emanation. Everyone within 30 feet of you gets a small amount of healing. So it's not as much as a single target 2-action bomb, but it would heal everyone. So when everyone's a little bit damaged, a single heal spell like that might just top everyone off.
Okay. Mm. What is everyone else like
Mhm.
as damaged as I am? I
You
think
are
I'm
the
one
most
who's
You're the
hurt.
worst of it.
The second
but-
closest is
Yeah.
Fable. Rain is missing 3 hit points out of 20. Lore is missing 1 hit point. So they're not
Mhm.
very hurt. But, I mean, sometimes you end up at 1 HP. Would you like that to be 0? You never know, right?
I'm actively going to try to take hits, so I will take all the healing I can get.
I
Maybe
think I'll-
maybe we should give Lore a shield and make a good old shield monk build at this rate.
I have one. I stole it.
Oh, well, you could equip it. It's not as synergistic with Crane's stance. They give the same kind of bonus, but it still would boost your defense a little bit.
Mm. I'm probably just going to sell it, but I have one.
Well, It's a one-shot. It doesn't matter. Everything here is for experimenting. Which is why our next fight will be a severe encounter. A little more
Oh,
difficult.
good God.
As difficult
gonna
as
say-
normally
oh, sorry.
happens.
Uh-huh. Okay, I think in that case, I'll heal myself
Mm-hmm.
if it's gonna be much harder because I like
Hell yeah, I love the greed.
the
Yes.
poison literally knocked me out.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
So
Poison is
and
brutally powerful.
I don't trust Jenny. Yeah. So and I don't like you're cool, love you, but like
Wow.
I don't know if I trust you enough.
Where's the love? Where's the love? You know what? I'm adding 3 more minions to this spot. For every insult, we add 1 more minion to the
Yes, you're
encounter.
supposed
That's
to.
why-
You're supposed to stroke the GM's ego, not tell them that
Nobody
we're
told me
onto their
this.
susness. You're supposed. Yeah.
Nobody
you're supposed
told me that.
Oh, GM, you're so incredible. You
What's
make
rule
such a
number
great
You're
one?
game.
amazing.
You're
Actually, you know
right.
what? There's nothing suspicious about you. You're the best GM that's ever existed.
You're right. And you all enjoy these encounters so much, I'm going to add 1 more minion to the encounter because I know you want it.
See, so what was all that sucking up for?
I mean, 1 is better than 3.
I guess that's true.
And yes, Alexa, I will note the Captain America build, there's like 4 classes who all pop the hell off if you go Captain America on them, and Monk is one of them. It's,
Okay, I was gonna ask if that was
shockingly
a
strong.
thing.
Yes, shields
And
are
you just
really
validated it.
powerful in this game. They require a little bit of investment, but if you use them, they have a mechanic. No one here can use it, so we haven't learned it. They have a mechanic called shield block. Now, normally you have to spend an action to manually raise and defend yourself with the shield. So you have to raise a shield with an action to get the defensive buff. But then if someone does hit you, you can shield block and physically bat the hit away with the shield to reduce the incoming damage by your shield's hardness stat. And any remaining damage goes into the shield and you. So you might shatter your shield in half to block an overhead swing or something. Ideally, you just bat away small hits and just eat the big hit. But it can add up. Anyways, maybe another time. So with that said, our heroes, you don't really have much time
Wait, I haven't
left.
done my thing yet.
Oh yeah, go ahead and heal.
Okay.
So
Hold on.
yes.
I want to ask: is like Sin or is Beverly stronger than me? Like, is their character
At
more
healing?
like at healing, or like just overall, like in general, more like a better, not character, but like a better
Beverly, as a cleric,
magic
is
person? Yeah.
worse at magic. Sorcerers get permanent, just passive number boosts to their magic. They are a little better at it. What Beverly as a cleric has is more durability, better HP, and a buttload of free heal spells every morning. Beverly can cast heal 4 times in the morning for free, in addition to their normal spells. So if you want to cast heal, Beverly's probably your best bet to just toss one out for across the party.
Yeah, because I'm trying to like debate between healing myself or healing everybody with the big burst, or what the one where it could heal everybody.
Good thinking. In this
Because
case,
like I can't take
I
damage,
would
but I
recommend
feel
Beverly
like-
do it first, because Beverly simply has a ton of heal spells to spam.
Okay.
But that's up, in the end, that's up to Beverly.
Yeah.
Cinder, do you particularly have thoughts one way or the other?
I think you can go and heal yourself, since I can't exactly medicine check you at the moment.
Mm-hmm. All right, there you have it. The cleric
I'd
doesn't
say-
want to
I'd say
heal
heal
you.
yourself.
Cast your own heal. So in this case,
How?
if you're healing yourself, or if you're healing AoE, if you want to heal only yourself, click the 2 action that says heal versus living. If you want to heal everyone, click the 3 action, the one with 3 little arrows on it, of the buttons.
What do I click to
in the
heal
bottom right?
myself again?
Click the 2 action one. That's the single target version. So it's the 2 arrows that says heal versus living.
Versus living? Okay.
Mhm. And now roll healing. Technically, you want to target yourself, but it's not really a big deal. We know who you're going for. And there you go. Look at how much a single heal spell heals in this game. 15 points out of your 16 HP. Heal is
Hell yeah.
incredibly strong. But it can be a trap to just rely on heal tanking, because the moment that caster runs out of spells, now
They're
what? Oh no. We relied on the support too much and they got ganked. Oh no. This surely isn't my problem. All right. With that said, 20 minutes is all you can spare in this warehouse. You can't risk someone else coming in, so you will be forced to move on at this point. By GM Fiat, I declare it so. As you sneak through the warehouse, how are you exploring through? You have a general idea of where those thugs who originally attacked you at your shop went, but you don't know where you're going, nor do you know what's going on. How are you approaching? Are you moving together? Is one person moving on their own? What's the plan? Are you shining bright like diamonds, or are you moving in the darkness, trying to feel your way around? I know a couple of you have dark vision, but not everyone.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
you points at Naz. You are the only one that can't see in the dark, right? The whole
Yes, that's
reason we
correct.
got into this situation is because I tried to light things up for you. Um, how many of you have actually had to steal something before? Raise of hands.
Raise his hand.
One.
I don't think
Great. Okay.
One thief.
So right. Try me. Can you hold their hand? I'm gonna go dark and we're just gonna sneak through. Can we do that? Can we
Sure thing.
just can we just eh, yeah, we can
I
just
volunteer to be in front.
you sure?
Alright.
Cause I mean,
Well, shouldn't whoever has the best night vision be in front?
well, I mean they have night vision. You're kind of the only one that can't
I
see
know.
right now.
I just figured there were levels, you know.
Uh, I mean, if you
Like I'd
and
be lost.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you and Pelvis could lead the way, but I mean, I'm the one who's had to. We're not going to talk about that. I'm the one who probably has the most experience in something like this. So, if you want to lead, I'm okay with that.
Oh no,
Respectfully,
that's not what I meant. Sorry, Pelvis, you go.
I was just gonna say respectfully that not very cash money to you.
Of me?
And yeah, I just assume that you have the most experience. I beg to differ, but
Have
that's
you? I mean, I just asked if anybody had had to steal anything before, and did you
listen. It's
raise your
not
hand?
called stealing. It's just borrowing for a really long time.
Uh, uh, I guess that's fair. I hadn't really thought of it that way. Okay.
We're not meaning to sneak anything. I'm stealthy, if that's what you were actually asking.
Yeah. That's what I was
I
going
don't
for.
steal. I have plenty of money.
Mhm.
Healing is
We
wrong
don't
in the eyes of the
steal. That's for the
goddess.
poors.
I only steal bullets if that really helps
It's called
anything.
redistributing wealth.
Um, okay.
I don't judge you for what you do in your free time.
Okay. So if I mean, yeah, if by all means, if it means that I don't have to be filled with arrows for the second time today, I'll gladly take that. So by all means, uh, lead the way.
You could just try catching them, and I'm just gonna make sure I'm in front.
Okay. See, and now I'm remembering that I forgot to put in hazards. because you said that. I was like, damn, this would be a really good time for an arrow trap to fill Rain with arrows.
It's too bad that there's not one here.
It's a
Point
good
at
thing
the
I can drag them in. Reality can
Points
be
at the
whatever
ceiling.
I want.
Don't you dare.
Reality can be whatever I want.
that's not fair.
Hey,
Leave Rain alone.
Oops, all
Bev,
traps.
Bev, can
All
you
right.
Shoot at
like
the
say
ground.
something to your goddess about this? Because like I'd really like to make it through here without any of us dying.
Please.
Absolutely. Do I need to make a roll for? Do I need to make like a religion roll?
Sure, give me a
Try
religion
to
roll.
talk to my goddess.
How well can you pray to Desna?
It'd be really funny if it's
The
really
space
bad.
butterfly, does she listen? Honestly, you all, you know, Beverly's kind of off in the corner being, you know, you start to wonder. You're not sure if Beverly has actually, like, knows anything about Desna. Yeah, you're kind of worried about this, actually.
Leans over to whoever's standing next to me. Do we actually know if they have a god? It's like they keep saying it, but like I don't know anything about like land dweller religions. Like, are they actually talking to anybody?
As is beside Beverly, I can tell that they're not talking to anybody. They're talking to themselves, really. It's quite disturbing. There's no
It's
good
quite
about.
sad, honestly.
Goddess.
I don't think this is gonna go well.
I
One of
mean,
us go check.
Hey, at
they
least
healed
it
just
wasn't a crit
fine,
fail.
even if their goddess is fake. So
That is
let them
true.
believe.
Yeah. Hear that, Beverly? Your Jordans are fake. All right. Well, as you continue on, as you creep through, you do see near the end of the warehouse on the other side, you do see what seems like a rather imposing looking door cracked open, some light coming through, and you hear what sounds like, let's say spirited conversation coming from the other side. What do you do?
Spirited
far
like
away.
a fight or spirited like a party?
Like an argument, it sounds like. Or someone's getting chewed out pretty hard. It seems pretty one-sided here.
I mean, I
Well,
want to
that
go
doesn't sound
listen.
good.
Yeah, whoever has the highest perception, go put your ear to the door.
Okay.
That's
Who
a
would like to
good
do this?
question.
It's
My
not
perception
me.
is a +7.
It's not
Okay,
mine's
I
a
think
plus
that's
Oh, look,
pretty
it's
good.
Beverly.
It is a wisdom-based stat. So,
Oh, it's wisdom. Okay.
yeah.
Can we see that from the? Oh wait, I have a 6 on that. I could try it.
Hey, that's not bad either. I believe
So
gunslingers are experts in perception to start because they're wicked fast.
Since there is no active encounter, so I can't use perception, which is weird.
Well, that's because you're trying to use it as an initiative roll.
So
this is an easy one to mess up. You're actually looking for the perception under attributes. If you're looking at from the top bar, there's
there we go.
initiative, and then it shows all the skills, including perception. If you click one of these, it'll use that for your initiative roll. You want the
Got
one
it.
under that.
Wait, initiative.
Damn.
Okay, so that was a 16.
Not bad. You know what? Try me.
Bev
You
can
press
take it.
your ear near Beverly, but you know, try as you might, you just can't hear anything. Everyone else is fully aware that you're actually having your ear next to the rather thick-looking, load-bearing wall next to the door, but like you would think you'd be able to hear just as well as Beverly. Life just isn't fair sometimes. Beverly,
Used it for show.
yeah. As for you, you expertly know exactly where to hear as you hear what sounds like the end of a rather angry conversation. Can't believe it. Send you guys out on one easy job and you can't even manage it. But boss, you don't get it. I don't know who these fellas were, but they were absolute freaks. It doesn't make sense. It's just don't give me that. You telling me that all 5 of you couldn't handle a single confectionery shop? Actually, boss, pies aren't confection. Shut up. Okay. Look. This is the 3rd time you guys have come back empty-handed. And do I need to come down to this damn shop myself and deal with it? No, boss. We got this. I swear. You just got to send us back out with some more guys. So we just need some more guys. More guys? 5 isn't enough, huh? Well, you know, just for security. Are you serious right now? Look. Trying to make me look bad here, aren't you guys? We already have our guest over, and today you come in. I must admit, this is not the best impression, Mike. Well, these aren't my best guys, okay? These aren't my best guys. If you say so. Look, boss, hold on. Why do we have to kowtow to this guy anyways? Shut up. What do you know? Huh? You can't even handle a shop. You telling me how to run this game? You think you can tell the Barrel Boys how to run this place? No. I would never, boss. Yeah, it seems to be going on rather a bit like that. What do? You gonna withdraw and tell the rest of the party what's going on? What's your plan? Sounds like whoever is chewing them out seems to be the boss of this little organization.
Well, I think we found the boss.
Good job, Beverly.
That's gonna be.
What did they say? Why do you think that's the boss?
Well, they called him boss. I'm pretty sure.
You
And
know what?
then-
That tracks. That's fair.
That's
and
just
then,
his name.
I don't know that. But so we call him boss. I think they're gonna send more men to try to take over the pie shop.
Mhm.
And yeah.
So I guess we either throw hands with them here or we need to go back to the pie shop and double all of our reinforcements and ready ourselves for war. Does that sound right, Aurora?
I mean, we're already here.
Where'd you put him?
I think a better question is, why do they want our pie shop so badly?
They want our money, and they can't have it.
I mean, there's always a motive, and yeah, that sounds correct.
Well, it's our pie shop and they can't have it. Hmm.
Maybe we try reasoning, and I say that in air quotes, with them first.
So we go in there and hold knives to their throats?
A little more delicate than that at first, but maybe have your weapons ready.
I mean, it's a pretty delicate move, honestly. If you're not careful, you can actually hurt somebody. Like, severely.
Down the door.
Just use a rusty knife. It's much safer.
Thank you, God. I'll just hold on. Let me find my rusty knife.
Here you
Starts
go,
digging
buddy.
through my bag. Wow.
A rusty knife flies from the ceiling, almost hitting you in the foot.
I stuff it in my bag because the GM gave this to me.
I cast tetanus.
Good thing I wear gloves.
All right, so
So are we just gonna go kick the door down and just go in there? What's the plan,
What's the
boss?
protocol?
great question. What is your plan? Mhm.
Mm. Rain, you come stand next to me. There's a reason you're the face of the company.
Okay.
As soon as things go bad, you get behind me. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Why would things go bad? What are you
Just
gonna
Which they
in
won't.
case.
What are you
Did you
what are
say
In
you
that?
gonna
Do you think that Rain has a
case.
pretty face?
I mean, Rain does, but
I mean, there's a reason I'm the one who runs the counter most of the time.
Uh-huh.
Remember, you got kicked off the counter for putting pamphlets in the pies.
it's not
That was
sanitary.
not me, and no one can prove that.
It was
It was
definitely
you.
you.
We saw you.
It was you.
It really was.
It was a good try though.
Blasphemy. Heretics. Other words to shout.
You really got him with that one. All right. So as you get approached to the door, as you hear, of all the incompetence, is it always going to be like this with your gang? No, that's ridiculous. I just need to put them in their place. Bobby, let me show you how we put them in their place. Wait, hold on. We don't gotta listen to this chump, boss. Fine. All right, so are y'all opening the door? I'm going to let y'all arrange yourselves as you wish in the lower red box. Deploy yourselves as you wish for this.
Can I? You said there's a door, right? Can I knock on
There's
the
a
door?
door right here.
before
You want to
opening it?
knock on it?
I do.
Should we be in formation?
Which way does the door open?
It opens inwards. Don't worry why
Inwards.
you're in a magical forest. The answer is this is the map I had. It was
It's a
appropriate.
great room.
It's a nice little witch hut, right?
I want to station myself by the door.
All
I'm gonna stand
right.
in the door.
As Rain and Aurora do enter the door, knocking and it opens up as you do see what appears to be a huge man standing angrily at his desk. This is definitely not a dining room table. This is a desk now. And a much more spry fellow in some kind of cloak. It's hard to see as they approach and reach out towards Mike, the fellow you remember helping raid your pie shop, as he seems to wait. He goes to scream, and unfortunately, before he can, the fellow touches him, and all of Mike's flesh blows off of his body as a skeleton clatters to the floor, and the other four guys, oh God, as they rush and scramble backwards and push past you, trying to run out of the door as fast as they can. Oh, and
Oh my
who
gosh,
are
was that
these?
Mike? Oh man. I'm gonna have to tell Greg about that later.
Yeah, his last name was Hunt,
Hi.
right?
Yeah, I think so. Uh-huh. Hey, so
As the huge man seems to stand up a little more and wipe some parts of Mike off of his chest, almost nonchalantly, like, God damn it, dude.
Try learning for
Who
that.
the hell are you people? I don't remember having any appointments today.
Oh, but you did make an
There
appointment
you go.
earlier.
This is none other than Barrel Bobby himself, owner of the Barrel Boys.
Uh,
It'll be barrel bobbing these nuts.
Got him.
Yeah? Is that so?
We have to fight him.
And here it seems to be the fellow behind him. There you go.
Also hot.
Damn. Can't believe these druid twinks out here taking our adventurers.
Hot.
Oops. Taking our adventurers. You hate to see it.
I've seen better.
There you go. All right. So what were y'all saying?
That they did, in fact, make an appointment.
Well, that's a funny one. As you see Bobby like lay one hand, it looks like a very large club sitting next to his desk. I remember today seemed pretty booked up. Oh, and here I thought you were abandoning me for an entirely new group. No, if I remember correctly. As Bobby like points towards you two. You look kind of familiar. Mind explaining why?
Oh, I mean, I just have one of those faces. We're just here to ask you some pleasant questions of, fellow business owners.
And what business would that be exactly?
Looks at Aurora.
What do
Technically,
we
it's their
do?
business.
It's a money laundering shop.
Well, we are usually in the business of pie,
Mm-hmm.
and you were interrupting that yesterday.
Oh, my VTube studio, bro. Well, that's new.
Ooh.
Oh.
Whoops. I mean,
Oh,
Oh no.
fun.
Bobby,
Discussing new and interesting ways.
I know,
Bobby
right?
exploded the GM.
As Bobby
So
kills
rude.
God,
we shouldn't mess with him, Dad. Oh.
weakest
Oof.
level
Well,
1
damn it,
Fire
Bobby.
Emblem bandit.
It's okay. I have this rusty knife that God gave me. That means that it can probably kill Bobby, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, God.
That's exactly why I gave it to you. Oh, my settings have
Good.
changed. That's interesting. I mean, what?
Fascinating.
Yeah, keep
Hold on,
going,
let's
keep going.
play the elevator music while we have technical
I'm back.
difficulties.
Your God has returned.
Yay!
Fortunately. I gotta negotiate a longer break. Alright. Oh, I know you. You're the ones in disrupting our little renovation plan, huh? Ah, that stupid little pie shop. Oh,
Renovation. I think you mean demolition.
these are the people? Demolition. A little rundown shack like yours hardly counts, and frankly, in the way for some big business. We've got good plans for this spot, and fortunately, your little shop's in the middle of it. But I'm feeling generous as he kind of leans down and picks up what used to be Mike's tibia. Kind of holds it up absent-mindedly. Tell you what, since you made it all the way out here, and you've proven yourself a little more competent than some of these. Just kind of tosses it to the side onto the desk. Punks, how about this? We'll find you a new shop, nice little place, maybe in one of the midtown areas, away from all these crummy refugees, and we'll just take your place right off your hands. How's that sound? A nice, fair arrangement for everyone. You're really going to just give them something? I'm a fair fellow.
It almost sounds reasonable, but I think we need to be paid for moving.
Paid?
we have a lot of equipment.
Now, hon, look, a lot of equipment, that's not really our problem. We only deal in barrels around here like an honest establishment. I'm afraid you'll have to hire movers. You know, I know a few fellows. They're down a man, unfortunately. They used to have a much bigger crew. Shame, but I guess you'll just have to do it yourself, huh? You know, if you can be up by next week, that should be fair.
Hmm.
What do you say?
I mean, you haven't even told us what your plans are. Like, what exactly are you wanting to put there? Admittedly, I'm a little curious. Is it like a fantasy Costco? Are you putting like an amusement park? Why is it so important to you?
Bobby, are you really just going to tell these nobodies? It's a public project after all. It's a public project. I guess it's fine. You see, your little spot's in the middle of our renovation project. The whole place is getting a little too crowded, you see. The whole place is getting a little too crowded. And where there's a crowd, we have a need for housing. And a spot like yours near the docks, we could fit in. Shop your size as part of our complex we're going to put in. I don't know. Maybe 40 units, I'm thinking. 40 apartments.
Ew.
Wonderful little spots we got going on. But again, we just don't need what you have for our little plans. And if a few go missing from the crowd, who knows?
But how do
Maybe
you
it's
plan on
safer here.
feeding 40 units worth of people? Because if
Feeding.
you get rid of all of the food sources, then like you're just gonna have another problem on your hands that you could have easily solved if you just let us stay where we are.
As they both kind of look at each other with sly grins. Don't worry, my friend here will take care of that. A little bit of food isn't really a problem. My God,
What are you
parking
gonna do?
lots.
Serve people melted
I
mice?
just
That's the
love
first thing I thought.
suburbia.
You're gonna serve people melted Mike? That's do the people know that? Have you like pitched this to them? Because I'm fairly sure you have to be like approved for everything before you just start doing a huge
Look,
project like this.
kids. We're very busy people, and frankly, food isn't that important. Normally, the rats who go scurrying find ways to survive anyways. And, well, if a few rats go missing, there's always more to replace them. What matters is that we take control of the area, and, well, I can't just have anyone sitting around. It's not really about the money. It's about sending a message to all the other little organizations.
I
Bobby,
lean in
is that
and
really the
whisper to
best you've
Aurora,
got?
where I'm like, "Hey, by the way, organic beings kind of need food to live. Like that's kind of important baseline, in case you forgot."
And of
I run a pie
course, I
shop.
do
I
have to
understand.
prove what we're capable of to my fellow here. So if you could make this easier for us, I'd be real appreciative, huh? What
I
do you
don't
say?
hate your offer, but I would have to ask my fellow business owners. And can I just like behind me summon them to come closer?
You can
Just like a
redeploy
little
anywhere
bit.
you want within the red square. If you want to be inside, feel free. If you
Not
want to
in
be
front.
outside the
Not in
door,
front. Let me
feel
be
free.
so clear about that.
Stand right in front. Why don't you stand right here on initiative? That'd be great.
Should we all be in the room?
Bobby, I really don't have time for you to play with your food. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a healthy business association, you know. If you say so. Well, last chance. I mean, I don't really care what you answer, frankly. You came to visit me, and never let it be said that the Barrel Boys don't know hospitality.
Exactly. Everyone, how attached are we to our current location?
I mean, I'd
mean,
say
I-
very.
Yeah, I agree with Ness on that. I'd say very.
Yeah,
And there's no
yeah.
way we could go into business together, right, Bobby?
Sorry, kid. I don't deal with small fry.
Hmm. Very well.
That's crazy because you look like one yourself.
What? Oh, yeah? As he grabs the club and seems to pick it up in both hands. Is that so? Bobby,
Billy,
I
your
think
little
I'm
club
done
isn't very
with this.
scary.
As the fellow in the back seems to slam his staff down, and several boxes along the sides burst open, and out come crawling multiple figures, old, broken down, and a little bit rotting. Here you go. Have the art of the zombie shambler. Followed by what, as you notice that, hey, a few more, including one familiar fellow, seems to also
No.
pull himself together. Quite well. Good job, Mike. I knew you could do
Great
it.
job, Mike.
As several skeletons and zombies seem to pull themselves out of the ground. Now then, why don't you show me how much this pie shop matters, huh? A waste of time. We should have just started from the start. All right? Roll for initiative, everyone. This is a severe encounter for 6 players, which means
That's an action.
there's
correct?
2 level 1 enemies and a bunch of low level foes.
Oh, dang. Nice.
Ooh.
Where was initiative again?
So you're going to have
On
to
the-
right click your token and then click the cross swords behind the shield. That will put you into the combat phase.
Okie dokie.
You're going to delay your turn, Beverly? I don't even know where you found that. I'm not going to lie.
No, I
Turn. And then
did not
I
mean to do
press-
that, but okay.
I mean, it's not your turn yet,
Boy.
so.
I didn't even mean to
Ooh,
do
nice
that.
initiative, Pelvis.
Oh shit. My lights are flickering.
Ooh. As Trimey is banished to the Shadow Realm by the wizard's unearthly might.
Is it anywhere on like the little pop out mod thing?
So the easiest way is now to click on the cross swords on the top right side. It's on second from the left. That'll bring you to the
Oh,
encounter. Now it's very
that one.
full. It's not normally this full, but that's where you can see everyone's initiative. So I'm actually
Okay,
gonna
yeah, I
right
forgot
click
where
that
that
to
was.
pop it out and look at it myself.
Are
Nice
you
and easy.
fucking kidding me?
So it
Wow,
happens.
a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Now I'll
Incredible.
note at the start of the session, everyone resets to 1 hero point, which means everyone gets 1 reroll. Alternatively, you can always use all of your remaining hero points, as long as you have some, to stabilize yourself when you would die. You could be like, I don't die. You know what? I'm fine. That is also an option to save them for, but it's up to you. I didn't even know there was a delay macro. I'm just going to get rid of that. So with that said, Barrel Bobby, you know what? He's not thrilled with your insults. And how do we do this? You notice Barrel Bobby does seem to... Alright, show me what you got, nerd. As he is going to, in this case, glower. Ooh, that's a fun word. Glower at Aurora and intimidate you with a demoralize check. Was that? Oh, that was the wrong one. Hold on. As he is going to attempt to demoralize you and attempt to demoralize Rain. Using his intimidation skill. So on a whoops. I'm pretty sure that is a failure on Rain. No, you only have a will of 14. You have a +4. Oh, your will. You are so stupid.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
have to be smart for land dwelling things. All of my
you're
knowledge is
right.
ocean based.
You know what? You are scared of how aggressive this fellow is, as you are both frightened 1. This is a debuff. Frightened will go down at the end of your turn. But while it remains, every single roll and defense you have is reduced by 1. You're just effectively 1 level lower. And you see him seem to take up the stance as he prepares to defend the nerd behind him and apply his bodyguard's defense. All right. And with that said, I need to go. Why is the encounter doing that? And with that said, Pelvis Smashley, you're up.
Okay, I'm assuming the wall is actually real right here. That's in
Yes,
front
that
of
is
me,
a
right?
wall.
That's not okay.
Yes.
Okay, it's an actual wall. I'm just making sure it's
Yes.
there. Okay,
Mhm.
so in that case, I'm just gonna use one.
I'm going to get
action
rid
to
of the
move
spawn
right
zones.
here, and I'm going to do my courageous anthem,
So 1
and
action
then
to
from
stride, 1 action to courageous anthem.
yeah,
Okay. I'm just going to apply
and
that to everyone for ease of use.
and then I'll use my last action to go ahead and let's see. I'll just raise my shield at this point.
Okay. Raise your shield. Nice. So, Pelvis Smashley is ready to get smashed. Aurora, you're up. I will note, Aurora, you are not in your martial arts stance. That will take 1 action to assume.
Mm-hmm. Let's do.
All right. Crane's stance. There you go. You're now in
Right.
Crane's stance.
I might have to go after Mike again. Poor guy.
Poor Mike. He literally just got up after a really hard
He
day.
literally just got back up.
You know how hard it is for a fella to pull himself together with no help? This is very disrespectful of you, I gotta say.
I don't. Is there any way to hold the rest of my action until
So you can delay
someone
your
comes
turn.
in
However,
range?
because you've already taken an action, you can't. So you have to delay either all of your turn or none of it.
Because I don't love the idea of having to go closer.
You could close and engage with Mike's skeleton. Though it would put you closer to everyone else as well.
True.
Oh, that's the mod I'm missing. Gotcha.
I'll do it.
Yeah, do it. Do it. All right, so 1 action to stride up. And what now?
I'm gonna do
Flurry of
flurry of
blows?
blows.
Yes, you can. Go ahead and double click the skeleton guard to make sure you're targeting him before you throw your 2 attacks.
All right, so it's gonna be the +7 and then the +3, right?
Correct. You have 1 tier of map, multiple attack penalty on the second swing. Ooh.
18
Oh,
and
and that
13.
would have been a crit were it not for being frightened. However, note
Fuck
that
you,
second
Bobby.
swing is only a hit because of the courageous anthem from Pelvis Smashley. So really,
Bless
that's
you,
just all of
Pelvis.
Pelvis's damage. Go ahead and roll damage on both of those swings. And we will then combine it. It's a single hit. Ooh, oh my god, as Mike pulls himself together only for
Is
you
he
to
dead?
swoop in and shatter his fragile skeleton body. He only had 4 hit points. As Aurora, you notice that despite him being a skeleton, which are infamously hard to harm with certain weapons, it's really not that hard to simply smash him to bits with blunt force trauma. Nice work.
He was held together with glue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
I want fan art of this so badly.
He
Beverly?
literally can't catch a break.
I just
That's
want to rip
right.
the
This poor
dust.
dude lost his flesh, lost his bones, his glass bones he breaks every morning getting out of bed. That's rough.
This is
Beverly,
really so sad.
you're
Alexa,
up.
play Despacito.
So I am going to
Mm-hmm.
target the Druid Initiate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Moonbeam.
Okay. I'll note Barrel Bobby does seem to be protecting the initiate and kind of getting in the way. It's going to be a hard shot.
Wait, no, I guess I can't because I don't think I have enough.
No, you regained
didn't
your
cast
focus
it.
point.
Oh,
I
but never wrote
didn't
it down.
click it to give it back to you. Oop. Mostly because
There we go. Okay.
Everyone else, I think, has theirs. Yep. Okay. So if you want a moonbeam, do you want a moonbeam at the druid? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Roll them bones. Show me what you got. I don't know. Why are you going for the nerd? How dangerous?
Oh,
How
Yikes.
dangerous could he be? Now, would you like to right-click that and use your hero point to re-roll? You can roll a second nat one, then we'll know its fate.
Why not?
All right, this is a good time to use it.
that nerd
As
can't
the
be
light
trusted.
bends through the rainbow sitting in the air, and you know that it's truly fate. It was always meant to be this way.
How do I reroll?
Right-click your roll that you did on the text, and one of the pop-ups should be re-roll using a hero point.
Right click. I am not.
Do you see where your divine
seeing
spell attack was, the natural one?
Yes.
Right-click that. It should pop up with some options. There you go. Ooh,
Yay.
not
Nice.
bad, as unfortunately Barrel Bobby cannot protect him from just anything. That is a hit. That is a hit. Roll damage as you sear him, and he is in fact dazzled by the blinding light, giving him a chance to miss. Where's dazzled? There it is.
The moon.
7 points as he feels deeply haunted and badly injured. All right. You have one action left, Beverly. What are you going to do?
What am I gonna do?
D6 speed. 5. Not bad.
I am gonna place myself in between the party, and then I'm gonna end my turn.
Oh, I see. The coward's way. I mean, what? All right.
Exactly.
This zombie shambler is going to shamble its way up. Going to shamble its way up as it reaches out for you, Aurora. And it is going to attempt to grab you. It is going to attempt to grapple you. Do I have this on my macros? No, of course not. Let me just toss that on. There we go. So we'll attempt to hold you down. Oh, and you know what? It's pretty darn strong. You are indeed grabbed with a roll of a 23. That was a good roll. So when
Yeah,
you're
well.
grabbed, you are off guard. You get a -2 to your armor, and you are immobilized. You can't move. Now, you can spend an action to attempt to escape a grab, and either use your athletics or your to-hit roll to simply break out. However, escaping has the attack trait and will therefore give you penalties to hit. Now, I'll note zombies are pretty slow. They have the slowed 1 debuff permanently because they're zombies. This means they only get 2 actions on their turn. This is all he can do, as it is the druid's turn. And the druid, little wretch, as he, unhappy with the fact that he just got hit, is actually going to coward it out, and he is going to pull out a cornucopia of food in his hand as he seems to produce some kind of fruit that he pops into his mouth before feeling all sorts of better. All sorts of better. He's going to heal himself for 10 points. Every player's favorite thing to be told.
Yay!
At least it wasn't a full heal.
All right, and then he is going to step. How risky does he want to be? You know what? He doesn't want to be risky. He is going to stand. That's actually a great question. You know what? He doesn't want to let Bommy get into the fight. So in this case, he's going to move up to here. And then his turn. As I need to figure out what I'm doing. Not click end encounter, the scariest button that just kind of sits there. The next zombie is going to move as it is going to approach Aurora and attempt to swing at you. It attempts to simply smash into you, Aurora. Looks like you're getting flanked and spanked. Classic, and that's also a pretty good roll. As it is going to smash into you
rolls? What the fuck?
for 7 points of
Envious.
bludgeoning damage. Look, I don't know what to tell you. And that is
Ring.
its turn.
GM's cheating.
Yep. So you took
That's
the
what I'm
damage.
saying.
Cheating.
Always.
That's ridiculous.
Always.
As this skeleton in the back picks up a short bow, it is going to move over to here to get a good line of sight on y'all as it looses an arrow over at Try Me. As the
I
wrong
roll
Watch
it?
me hit Mike, and they took that
There we go.
personally.
They do. Mike was the newest member of their DK crew. He didn't even get a chance. He didn't even go through orientation as an arrow plunges towards Try Me for a whopping 1 point of damage. You saw that one coming. That was nothing. Just trick
I'll
out
trade
of it.
you. Do you want to trade?
Rain, you're up.
Okay. Neither of the shamblers have taken any damage yet, have they?
No, none of the shamblers have been harmed.
How does like attack distance work in Pathfinder? Can you attack diagonally?
You can.
Because I was told to stay behind Aurora, so like
You could stand here. However, I'll note, if you move over to here, you would flank, or to here, you would flank the zombie shambler and it would become off guard, giving you a effective +2 to hit. Technically reducing its armor by 2, but who's counting?
True.
And I mean, you know, lower defense means tasty crits. Also, remember that as a swashbuckler, you do want to try and fish for panache. Normally for you, it's using bon ma to get panache whenever possible.
Well, I saw that
Yes.
dude melt flesh off of Mike, so I'm gonna pick this dude over here.
All right,
instead.
Aurora. Good thing. How much flesh you got? Just asking.
Half left.
Half flesh. Okay. Well, that's pretty easy to melt. Anyways, time to learn how a death effect works. I mean, what?
I already did this.
Oh no, that was going down. This is a death effect. It just kills you. I mean, what?
Rip.
Why do you hate me specifically?
Oh, so you're gonna move. So stride into a rapier strike. Not bad as you do plunge into the flesh of that shambler. You notice that despite your terrible roll, honestly, this thing cannot defend itself worth a damn. It's terrible at defending itself, frankly. We want to roll
It's
damage.
currently hugging me.
Although it does seem pretty beefy. Ooh, 6 points. Now I'll note you actually... Is Precise Strike always on? I guess it is. Huh. All right, 6 points as you plunge in. Though, while your stab is decent, Rain, you realize... You remember hearing something in the old days that when it comes to fighting zombies, the best move is always to cut off the head. If only you had something that could really just cut through them.
Uh-huh.
Oh, by the way, I am going to say you had your offhand weapon equipped. Just, you know, for... You had your short sword in your other hand, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna just punch them with my other hand, but since
You don't
I
have to, you're
have
dual
since I
wielding.
have this other one, I can
Yeah.
well, yeah, but I didn't have an extra motion to draw it, so
Well,
sure.
y'all had your weapons drawn before you entered,
Yeah. Let's
assumably.
why not? Let's see if I can take its head off.
Hey, there you go. Nice critical hit. Hey, and you only got that crit because of the off guard. Not bad. Not bad.
Heck
Roll me
yeah.
that critical damage as you slice at it. Would you like to do slashing damage or piercing damage here? I would recommend slashing.
Slashing, yeah.
Very nice. Very good pick. As you slash and your blade cuts into it pretty casually as you realize that this zombie takes an extra 5 points of slashing damage due to its slashing 5 weakness. Zombies, while incredibly durable, just take a ton of bonus damage when you hit them with slashing weapons or vitality effects, also known as healing. So,
As the zombie goes down, I kind of look up at
Let's
Aurora
see.
and I'm like, "You said to stay behind you. I'm technically still behind you."
I'll note it is still clinging on to Aurora, though it seems to be struggling to hold itself together, literally.
Get this fucking thing off me.
Uh,
Rude. All right. Big pop out. Yeah. All right. So next up, Nasreen, it is your turn. What would you like to do? There's quite a few options now.
Can I get this guy, the one that's on the right of Aurora?
Mhm. Get how? You can target him.
I don't know.
Would you like some advice on that?
Yes, please.
Okay. So if we look at your spells, because as a sorcerer, spells are really your big thing. If you want single target damage, Thunder Strike is your big hitter. That's your big single target hitter. You could use the Electric Arc cantrip in this case to hit both of the zombies, and that would do okay, but Thunder Strike will do drastically more damage in a single blow. And after that, you'd have one action left, and you could use your Elemental Toss focus spell, which you get once a fight, to kind of just throw a rock at someone, or throw a little fire puff at someone. So I would recommend Thunder Striking first and seeing what happens.
Okay. Sounds good. We will do
Mhm.
that. And then roll damage.
Not bad. So targeting this zombie has to make a reflex save with his whopping... Holy shit.
Oh,
The
shit.
fuck?
How does a zombie
Fuck
make a
off.
reflex save?
you
With a
whore.
+0.
In which world?
He's so
Derek?
fast.
In which
Aye,
world?
aye. As this
God
zombie
is
flash
cheating.
steps
I'm so tired of
across
this
your
pod.
lightning bolts.
God, it's cheating.
All right.
God damn it.
All right. Now you have one
Zombie
action left. If you want, you can elemental toss and throw a
Throw a rock at him?
throw a little fireball at him. Or at someone else.
Ah,
All right, not
might
bad.
as well.
May as well.
Uh,
Well, you have to roll to attack. So double right click him to make sure he's targeted. And then roll attack before you roll for the damage itself.
so
That is-
elemental toss again.
No. So under the
Under that-
elemental toss on the bottom where you rolled damage,
Mhm.
click attack. You have to roll to hit with this one.
I don't see attack. Oh, never mind. I see it. I'm dumb.
Okay. I'm glad we
So
found it.
click attack and
Yes.
then roll.
Yep.
Reading is hard.
It is. Critical hit, not bad, as that fireball smashes into him for double
Good.
damage of 8 points. Would you like to do an additional 2 points of damage due to your blood magic effect activating?
Yes, please.
All right, sounds good. He'll take another 2 as this zombie roasts, and both of them are incredibly weakened. You think either of them would fall over to, frankly, a stiff breeze. I'm just going to point out that blood magic normally only does 1 point of damage because you have rank 1 spells, but Pelvis Smashly is just increasing all damage by 1, and that counts even things like blood magic. So it
Pelvis
actually,
is coming in clutch. We
Pelvis
love
had
him.
added 3
Yes.
points of damage to you alone.
We love him. We love him so much.
All right, as this zombie, you know what? This zombie is very offended by that, as they too are going to march in. Hi, how you doing? I love zombie media. How about you? Anyways, nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Wait, let me check. There's special rules for right, the zombies, I'll note. Zombies in this game can only eat you if they have you grabbed. So this can do
So the
nothing
one
more than strike at you with
over
its
there.
hands. And it manages to land a hit only because you're off guard by the other zombie grabbing you. So, now you know. Oh,
And I
and
say
you're
again,
frightened.
get this
debuff is
fucking
gone.
thing off of me.
We're doing our best.
Get him! Get him! For another 7 points of damage. Good job, Aurora. You're really doing it.
Ow.
Then here I'd like to show that anyone else would have probably just gone down by now, but no one in this game is an island. No tank is tanky enough to survive every. Now, if that said, try me, you're up.
Sure thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see here. Part of me wants to go for the. Okay, remind me.
Mhm.
What does the guy next to Barrel Bobby? What's his role again?
He is a caster. He casts magical spells. They tend to be
Okay,
more
and-
fragile, but Barrel Bobby is protecting him and increasing his defenses.
And he was already damaged at least once.
He did heal himself, however.
That is true. Part of me wants to try taking a reload strike to him. But
Now
I
I note your
know
gun's
that
already
that's
loaded,
not-
so.
Yeah, I know that's not gonna go well though. Is the thing. So part of me, because like, I go in there, I reload strike him.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby's right there.
Bobby might not be happy about that. You know, he looks
might
like
be
he's really
right there.
winding up that club, just waiting for you to try something.
Because like the moment my turn ends, my head is getting caved in. No ifs, ands, or
Mhm.
buts. I'm just Dunyan rings. Like no one would be able to bring me back.
Respectfully, our tank has been is kind of
Do you-
in dire straits and has been a pretty
Oh,
good
what you mean? You're
shield,
doing great,
so-
sweetie. Keep it up.
I have 4 hit
These
points.
3 zombies are just pulling Aurora into the ground.
So I'm gonna make the right
Mhm.
decision here and target one of the zombies that are giving
Oh.
Aurora a hard time.
Good choice. So you have 3 picks. The zombies on the left and right are incredibly low health. The zombie back here has much more health. That's pretty much it. But I'll note from a meta strat point, as a gunslinger, zombies are really easy to crit because they're zombies, and you do massive damage on crit. So, an unfortunate reality of a burst damage class, if you crit one of the low HP zombies, most of that damage is kind of wasted.
Yeah.
But if you only
So-
basic hit the high HP zombie, well, maybe you could have killed the low HP one. This is a challenge that only you can answer. Welcome to
I'm going for the
Gunslinger.
one that's at full health.
Okay. So, I do have to rule this, just so you know, because we've got to be strict here. Technically, this one up here has light cover because you have to shoot through other people.
Right.
So because of that, they get a +1 armor.
Right. So I would need to move to get a better shot.
If you wanted, what I'd
And that would
recommend is
cost
you
an
could move
action.
to here. Flank this zombie. Shoot the zombie on top with a clear line of sight, and then cut the zombie attacking Aurora. Cut the one next to you. Because if you flank,
So
if you're on opposites, so here. If you were to move to here.
and reload
Because-
strike would get that full health zombie and that one right there.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, so now you could just shoot the one up top and then reloading strike on the one that's down here.
I see. Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay. Go ahead and double right click the zombie you want to target, the one up top, before making your pistol shot.
And I can just do that from the little menu mod
Should
thing.
be able to.
It's in where would that be again?
Under strikes.
Under strikes.
Mhm.
And okay, I don't see a thing for reload strike.
Because that's not like a thing.
Oh.
You just have to know what you're doing. Because I don't have any mods to manage reloading. There are some that exist, but in my experience, they're kind of a pain in the ass. So you just got to keep track of that yourself.
Right. That, that makes sense.
Because it means you have to start pressing a reload button between every attack on your character sheet. And it's just a lot of upkeep.
Mm-hmm.
Could
So I
always
can
just
just
type
do-
it in chat so you have a visual for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just have like a notepad or something. I don't know. There's a lot of ways to do it. Maybe a coin or a dice you just flip over next to you in real life. That would also work.
Okay, so I would just select it from my sheet and I can just press strike.
Yes, you can do it that way.
Okay. That is sheath. That is not what I meant to press.
Oh, no.
I just press damage?
No. Press the +10. You have to roll to
Oh,
hit
Oh,
to see if you land a
okay.
hit or not.
Now I see it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's only
Come
a basic hit, but
on.
it is still a hit. If you want, you can spend your hero point to re-roll it. But is it worth it on a zombie? Hard to say. Maybe, maybe not.
Fuck it. Let's do it.
All right, that's the spirit I like. 1, 1, 1, 1. I mean, you hit on a 3, so... Actually, you would hit on a 2 thanks to your bard buffing you.
Actually, how
Good
much
job,
damage
Palpus.
would that have done? With the 3?
Well, if you roll to confirm, then you aren't allowed to re-roll the attack. Technically, you have to
True.
re-roll before you confirm the result.
Yeah. I'm just going to re-roll it.
All right. So you don't have to click reloading strike, by the way. Technically, you aren't
Oh.
making one. You're just doing a basic strike.
Right,
Reloading
okay.
strike is for melee attacks. So in this case, right-click in the chat where you made that dueling pistol strike, and you can re-roll using a hero point.
Dueling? Wait, where is that? Dueling pistol strike? I made like a reloading strike.
No, you
I'd
did
have to
not,
just-
because reloading strikes are melee. You're just striking with your pistol.
Oh. I'll just have to select strike then. Yeah, because like on the menu, I'm not seeing it. Unless it's at the bottom.
Well, it's not on the menu. It's in the text chat on the right side of the screen.
Oh, I had the attack thing open. So what would I press again?
Right-click the
was-
strike that you made, and click re-roll using a hero point.
Reroll use hero point. It is not letting me.
I'll just re-roll it. There you go. Critical hit. Go ahead and roll critical damage. You crit
And I
by
can
a
just do that
whopping
here.
15 points. Good old zombos. Good old zombos. God damn. All right, as you headshot clean through this boy, killing its head and blowing it off in a single shot. Not bad. That's what guns are all about. They do very little when you don't crit, but when you do, oh lord. Now, with that said, you want to make that reloading strike? You want to make your melee weapon strike against the zombie shambler? Make sure to account for 1 point of multiple attack penalty. So you want to swing with the +4, not the +8.
The +4. Oh, I
Mhm.
just saw that. +4. Oh, that's unarmed. I don't want that.
No, you want to use your wakizashi. Oh, unfortunately,
Are you fucking kidding me?
that is a miss, so you don't get to reload either. Well, 1 crit, 1 miss, so it must be. And that is your turn. Now it's time for this skeleton guard who's going to draw a scimitar and run down here and form the death conga line of our dreams. Hi, Rain. How's it going? How's it going? You are now flanked and therefore off guard, and our skeleton is going to strike home. Time to die. Hey, that's a hit. How much damage are you going to take? I'm thinking 6. As a shallowed cut comes down across your back. And that's his turn. Because he had to draw a weapon. The question is, what does Bobby do here? Does Bobby watch? Or does he engage? You know
Bobby
what?
likes to watch.
Bobby does like to watch.
Does
looks
Bobby
a
like to
watcher.
watch? You know what? You know
He
what?
likes to watch.
Bobby doesn't appreciate these strange sentences y'all are saying. So Bobby is going to step up.
Fine.
Bobby is going to spend 1 action to stride
We're
up.
not
Hi,
shaming
try me.
you,
There's
Bobby.
nothing wrong with being a voyeur. It's okay.
You know what? This
No
is getting...
shame.
No
Bobby's
shame.
deeply uncomfortable with all of these statements. As a result, Bobby is going to choose to simply strike with his great club at Try Me, a large 2-handed overhead blow to be sure.
No.
Holy shit!
Bye, try
Damn,
me.
Try Me.
No.
You know, that was his
Bye.
favorite
Bye.
zombie.
We'll get you later. It's okay.
That
We
was
got
his
you.
favorite zombie as the club comes down for 22 points of damage.
Bye.
Oh,
Try me.
Lord.
Am I allowed to
love
say that this is
you.
rigged? 'Cause I feel like this is rigged.
It is.
Oh, absolutely.
The house always
Absolutely is.
wins. Thank you for playing. Come again.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
No.
go ahead and click the damage to apply it to yourself. Try me.
Where would I do that?
Under the attack he just rolled in the chat.
Oh,
Right
right. 'cause
side
that
of the
keeps
screen.
Closing. Damage.
I don't know how it's closing. All right, that is enough to knock you to dying 2. Because you were downed by a critical effect, you go up 2 stages of dying, not 1. Just so you know.
Fun.
And Bobby is going to step back, disengaging with his last action. And he'll continue to watch. Pelvis, you're up. Try Me has gone down, tragically, and Aurora is fighting for their life against a horde of Zambos. What are you going to do?
Okay. Damage control, baby. Damage control.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll cast Soothe on Aurora first to make sure that they're okay for the most part and not have somebody else go down.
Top them off. Makes sense. Good call.
Okay, so
All right,
Oh,
7
that's
points
fine.
of healing. That's an unfortunate roll. Soothe is not as strong as heal, but it is something. Go ahead and heal yourself, Aurora. And you thought making pies would prepare you to deal with a real warrior.
Where's a
Bobby's
water pie
gonna
when I
like
need
kind
it?
of flex and admire his arm a little bit.
Sir, you were
I have a water
watching
pie.
hit somebody and went backwards. Don't be starting shit.
Called strategy. Maybe we'll figure it out one day.
Okay, voyeur.
All right, Pelvis.
My last action I'll just do is a courageous anthem again.
All
Would I need
right.
another action to do lingering composition, or is that just something?
No,
that's all
lingering
I've got?
composition is a free action. You can simply attempt it if you would like.
Okay, yeah. I'll go for it.
All right. Go ahead and cast it from your bar so that you use up your hero point, and then give me a roll on performance.
Please, 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 please.
Let's go. Ooh. You are 1 point off of the critical effect. But it will last for 3 rounds. Not bad. All right, Aurora. You're feeling strangely calm about zombies beating you to death. And you are confident that both of the zombies either side of you are very weak. Very weak. You think you could punk them in a single hit. Easy. What are you going to do?
Well, I don't have to do crane strike again, or crane stance, because I'm already in it.
Yep,
so...
you are already in crane stance.
Do I need to do anything special to hit the one grappling me?
No. You can just... So you can even flurry of blows and split up your targets. They don't have to be on the same target.
Ooh. That I didn't know. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Flurry of blows is simply make 2 attacks for 1 action. The end. But if you hit the same target, you do combine the damage for overcoming resistance, which zombies do not have. Skeletons, however, they might.
All right. I'd like to flurry of blows. Hit the one holding me first.
Okay. Well, roll to hit then. You can decide the second hit after you roll the first swing. The only thing is we do damage at the or afterwards. I mean, kind of.
First one.
Not necessarily. No, actually we don't. You do just. Oh, right. That's a hit.
Oh, thank God.
It's a zombie. They're very easy to
Yeah.
hit. So go ahead and roll damage. As you smash your elbow clean into the zombie's jaw as it... Oop. There we go. As it collapses, its neck snapping and it hitting the ground. You are no longer grabbed. Congratulations. That debuff is pretty nasty, huh?
Yeah, I don't
Not a
love
good
it.
time getting grabbed. All right, make your second punch at a 1 map penalty.
Oh, that
Okay.
was such a tease.
That one isn't good enough. It was
That's
a tease, though.
fair.
I'll note you have 2 actions left. You could throw another punch. It's not great, but you could. You might get lucky. It is easy to hit. Oh, this one is
Who's
no longer off
next in
guard,
combat? Beverly is.
though. Mm-hmm.
And I won't be attacking.
All right. Looks like Beverly's planning a heal. Probably on Try Me, I'd assume.
It's a great assumption.
Wrong. It's actually gonna be
Can I?
on. That's gonna be on Rain.
Okay, fair enough.
Clearly, because Rain clearly needs it, as you can know.
I think so. This skeleton, I don't know, I'm doing pretty hot. I just think this skeleton's gonna take down the Goliath.
Is it above table knowledge to know that healing does damage to like undead?
No, as a priest,
Okay.
Beverly wouldn't know that. In fact, that'd be pretty common knowledge in this world. You could use a
Just as a
3-action heal
thought.
spell to burn all of the undead while also healing your companions. That is viable.
Oh, you're right. I want to do that.
Just a thought. I will continue doing what I'm doing. Can I grapple?
You want to
this
grapple?
loser
I'll
that hit
note
me
this
from
guy is
behind?
incredibly weak. You're pretty sure you can one-tap
Good.
him. And grapple
mean, I
does
try.
have multi-attack penalty, so you will have a -8 to your grapple attempt.
I'll have -8 to my strike though too, so it
It's
doesn't.
true, but a crit fail on a grapple is a lot worse than a crit fail on a strike.
That's so fair.
Strikes don't do anything. If you mess up a grapple, they can grab you. Or trip you.
Okay.
Which is
All
why
right, I'll try
generally
and
they're
hit him.
best off as your first move. All right, go ahead and punch. At a -8. Wow.
Fucking.
Oh,
I mean, would you like an extra hero point, Lore? No,
Why
I'm
do you
going to give
feel
you an
bad?
extra hero point. Just because you know that that's an insulting hero point, you'll hate it. You'll hate the fact that you got an extra hero point. Here you go.
No, I.
Enjoy your second hero point. Would you like to use a hero point?
I would love to. Thank
Go ahead and use a hero point.
Generic, what are you doing to me?
Is my passive
Yikes.
trait just affecting everyone now? The fuck is happening?
Yes.
Rigged?
The summoning is complete.
it's been rigged.
All right,
I
you
knew
have
I was
one
unlucky, but
action
is
left,
hilarious.
Aurora. At this point, you might want to consider withdrawing a little bit and backing off. Or you
Yeah,
could punch
can
again. I don't move. I don't position. I strike. And if I don't hit, I don't win.
I'm thinking of moving over to Rain and the other skeleton guard instead.
You could move to flank this
That's-
skeleton and help
yeah.
out Rain if that's needed. Not a bad one. I know the rolls are not going great today, huh?
Owie.
I mean, I don't actually. They're going pretty good now that I think about.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't
going
have.
great for you.
I don't have
great for
any
you.
complaint. Yeah,
You don't count. No,
this table's.
no.
This is a good table. These are some good dice.
no.
I mean, everyone else
no.
has to microwave their dice to prove a point, but not
Wow.
me. Not me.
I can hear Table
Alright.
yelling the fuck from here.
We'll go over there. We'll
All
flank
right,
this
as you'll
asshole.
move around to reposition behind this skeleton guard, he is now off guard. He is indeed flanked. And it's your turn. Beverly, you're up. What are you going to do? What
Big
you gonna
heal.
do? Big heal.
How do I do that?
All right, so cast the heal spell. You're going to want to do a 3-action heal. So you see it says 30-foot emanation and it looks kind of different. Click on that and then it'll bring up a 30-foot AoE and click it on yourself because that's where it comes from. Emanations always start on you. Not bad. That's a big emanation. All right, go ahead and roll healing as the zombie and the skeleton are forced to roll fortitude.
So roll damage / healing.
Yes. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh, the skeleton crit failed. Oh, and Courageous Anthem counts on the damage. Oh, right. Okay. All right. As the skeleton freezes up and the joints simply seem to slip off of each other as it takes triple its maximum health and has no resistance. The zombie likewise eats the full amount. Oh my god, he almost crit. See, this saves aren't that good. As it takes an additional 5 points of damage because you used vitality magic. Everyone else can heal for 7 points. Try me. I'm just going to heal you. Boop. And
In
you.
the name of the goddess, die.
Thank you. It was getting cold on the floor.
Are now wounded 1. If you go down again, you'll automatically go up 1 tier in the wounded chart. So you go to wounded 2 instead of 1. If a crit downs you, you go to wounded 3 instead of 2. I will note you die at wounded 4. I mean, it's a one-shot, so it doesn't matter, but keep that in mind.
Yeah. Hang on, I got
All
a
right.
cat clawing at the door.
And now it is the Druid Initiate's turn. You wretched pest. As he is going to... as this druid is not happy with what you just did. Unfortunately, you are out of range for him to ignite you. So he is instead simply going to keep... There's Aurora back here.
Yeah, I don't know.
As he is
Messing this
going to
up.
throw a ball of fire at Rain with an ignition spell. Oops, I'm talking the wrong thing. Attempting to light you on fire. Wait, does this guy get +0 to hit with ignition? Are you serious? Wait. That can't be right.
Let the
Hold
heavy
on.
sun.
Should be a +0. That's a wrong entry. There's no way. No. All right, I'm gonna re-roll that because that doesn't make any sense. It's just, hey, that's a hit. However, he is still dazzled from the moonbeam spell. So, fuck.
Oh.
All right.
Hmm.
As he throws a deadly hit straight at Rain's chest. Unfortunately, there's... fuck. That's bright. And he realizes that his vision's kind of blurry, and Rain is a good foot to the right of what he thought. That's a miss. All right, that's his turn. Skeleton Guard, do your thing, Skeleton Guard. This Skeleton Guard is a hero and is going to launch an arrow at the greatest threat anyone has ever seen. A cleric.
Forgot he was still alive.
Hey, he's just vibing. He's also landing critical shots as a arrow plunges straight into Beverly. Oh yeah, let's go, deadly dice for 14 points of damage. Holy
That's
crap.
so rude.
So short bows have the deadly trait, much like Rain's rapier. When you crit with deadly weapons, you get an additional damage dice based on the deadly trait. In this case, he gets an extra D8. It's not doubled, but that's pretty good. And guess what? He has 2 more actions, but it is a skeleton. It doesn't really know what else to do besides shoot arrows and hope. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. All right, Rain, an arrow has plunged into Beverly's chest. What are you going to do about it? Most of this undead clogging your way are gone. Good news.
And everyone around me is already dead. So therefore, there's nothing more I can contribute over here. Okay. So
You're right. Your job here is done. Time to leave.
my work here is done. It's time for me to do something stupid and flashy.
And I will note, getting bravado should be your goal every turn, ideally. Attacking without it is a big pain for you.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how armored does the druid look?
Not at all. And actually, he's not even being defended by Barrel Bobby at the moment because Bobby was too busy smacking Try-Me on the back of the head.
And when I saw him melt Mike earlier, was that a touch spell?
That was definitely a touch spell.
Perfect. Great. That means I'm going to do something really stupid right now.
Uh-huh.
I got my healing from Beverly's spell, right?
Did you heal yourself? You should have.
I don't remember. Hold on.
Looks like neither Aurora nor Rain healed themselves.
Oh, cool.
It's
My
What a
bad.
shame.
It's
You
the
should
7,
both heal
right?
for 7.
Okay.
I'll
I
find
thought
it.
I'd remembered you saying something about applying the healing. So I thought that you did it. That's my bad.
I was applying it to Try-Me.
Okay, so we're gonna do something stupid. Do I have to roll acrobatics to try to vault over this table?
Would you like to roll athletics to vault over the table? Acrobatics isn't for jumping, athletics is. Doing flips, however, is acrobatics.
Yeah, cartwheel over the table. Do it.
Yeah, sure. Athletics?
All right, yeah, give me an athletics roll. I don't.
Oh my
Are you even
gosh.
trained in athletics? Oh, you
I have a
are.
+5.
You're just not. You're okay at it. Go for it.
I mean, I have I have a +7 in acrobatics. That's why I was asking for that. Because
And
I
that's why I'm
can just
saying no, because I know why you're asking.
Dadgum.
Sadly, that's not what it does.
I just want to
Acrobatics is for
backflip
moving
over the table,
through.
Jenny.
Yeah, and acrobatics lets you backflip through people, not tables. It's called
Oh,
tumble through.
dadgum.
And it
All
always
right.
gives you panache. It's one of the guaranteed built-in panache generators.
Okay, sure. We're gonna try this. We're gonna hope, cross our fingers.
Hey, that's enough. You do indeed flip over. It's very
Okay.
fancy.
All right.
I'll note
so
that was
while
20 feet of movement to move 1, 3, 4, because every other diagonal is 2.
Mhm.
So you do have enough. You could move up here if you like and not be within Barrel Bobby's reach.
Oh, that's a good point. Let's
That's a
do
good
that
point.
because yeah. Perfect. So then
Mm-hmm.
while this dude is
Yeah.
still distracted, let me come on. Okay. Target him and then we're gonna do
Gonna basic strike, or would you like to do a finisher?
do I have stuff for a finisher?
You
Hold
have panache because you did a flip.
on. I did.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Perfect. Okay. Where is
This
my
is truly
okay.
a class for Fable.
This is absolutely a class for me. So while I am like suddenly behind him, I'm gonna lean in and be like, "Bet you didn't expect to see that." And then I'm gonna
Now I'll note,
him
before
with
you
both
strike,
swords.
would you like to use another skill action? You could use your deception to feint, making him off guard. Or you could attempt to intimidate him
Oh,
and scare him, reducing all of his stats. Now, off guard would give you a higher crit and hit chance than intimidate, but intimidate would hurt his offensive options
would that
slightly.
apply to everyone or just me
It
for
would apply to
deception?
everyone.
Perfect. Let's
Deception is more selfish.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I'm gonna do deception just because I
All
feel it's more
right.
in
Yeah, you're
character
gonna
of fate
feint,
to
throw him off guard so he cannot defend himself. Go ahead and give me a deception roll. He has a, oh my god, his will is so high. God damn it. It's not that high.
Yes.
That's a critical
Oh.
deception. He has no idea what you're about to throw, and he is off guard till the end of your next turn to you.
Yo, all
Hell
right.
yeah.
I just lean in. I'm like, you should just give up now. And
What?
then I feint with the
Ooh.
short sword, and then I'm gonna try to like stick him through with my rapier.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, that's a basic hit with the finisher. Now, you could hero point it, but you did land a hit, so it might be worth it to just keep that.
I'll just keep it. I'm
All
within
right.
he could potentially kill me distance, so I'm gonna save
Ugh,
it for just in case he tries to kill me.
bastard, how? As he falls back, nearly falling over. That was a telling blow. He is barely standing. Nasreen, you're up. We have a lot of
Okay.
options here. Looks like most of the trash mobs have been cleared out. You have plenty of targets. If you want to be risky, you could even get in and just blast them with a fire breath. That might be a
I
little
would
too
like,
risky.
yeah, I'm like,
You
I
should
want to
have
use my
fun.
fire, but like, I don't want to get up close. I know I'm weak. I know my limits.
No. Bobby would love it if you got up close. Just saying.
I'm sure he would. But the
Mhm.
stench that's coming from him, my nose is
Okay,
wrinkling.
first
I'm
off,
pinching
he's not the one
things.
who decides what
My
goes in the
face doesn't look very
barrels.
nice. And yet he's the one who smells like it. So,
Root.
you know.
This, you know what? He's gonna put in a complaint with his union rep. This is too much.
You know,
This is
that's so
very
valid.
rude.
I get it. You got to do what you got to do.
This is
Me,
very
me
rude.
and my nose, we're going to stay over here though. I don't know.
No.
I'm not in like. Oh, I forgot about that dude.
Yeah. There is a little guy over here. This fellow over here is badly wounded. You might be able to finish him off easily. With a frostbite, that's a little risky. You don't know his exact health, so I won't be too obvious. Or a thunder strike if you really want to just wipe him off the face of the earth.
Oh, I don't like these dice. These dice are mean to me, but I'd like to.
I don't know what you mean. These dice are great. These dice are perfect.
I'm not
There's
God,
no
though, so they're
problem.
not great for me.
Oh, that's crazy.
Great. I think I'll. You know what? Fuck it. Let's try it. I'll try hitting Mr. Pear Eater.
Rude. Okay. What are you going to use?
Did he or
is the
did he not eat a
question.
pear?
Well, first off, rude. So you have a couple options here. At this distance, you could hit him with Thunderstrike or Frostbolt because he's beyond 30 feet. So most of your things can't hit him.
Okay. Okay.
Thunderstrike or Frostbolt, so you can use your last spell slot for the day or a cantrip. Or if you wanted, you could move up to here and then use Fire Breath and hose both of them down for extra damage. So it would put you closer to them. You'd have a table, but he can probably still reach you. And I mean, sometimes taking a hit's not the end of the world, but it is going to hurt.
It's gonna hurt a lot.
Mm-hmm. Probably. Who's counting?
Me.
Oh, that's crazy.
I know, so wild. Okay. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll try the Thunder. What was the other one you said? Thunder strike or
Frostbite. As I hit my microphone. Frostbite.
And then that would mean I'm out of.
So
spells
Frostbite
for
is
the
a
day.
cantrip. It would not leave you out of spells for the day. Thunderstrike would.
Okay, I think I'll try Frostbite then.
Okay. Go ahead and cast Frostbite on him. He's going to make a basic fortitude save.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good. Well, that's a failure. Oh, he's 1 point off of a crit fail. Okay.
Damn it.
As he freezes up, tries to breathe, and collapses down onto one knee. Oops, I did not mean to roll that damage. What am I clicking?
I rolled the
As
8.
that is enough, and he goes down. Nice work.
Yay!
Nice work. What? How? Is Bobby so distracted by his gloating over taking out Try Me, didn't even see this going on. Completely missed out on what was going on behind him. Somebody bodyguard him, right?
Sometimes just watching isn't doing what you need for it.
It's
So
ridiculous.
do that next time.
All right, you have one action left, Nasreen. Now, you could move, but I don't know why you would want to. So, you could use one of your skill actions. I would recommend Intimidation, allowing you to demoralize Bobby and therefore scare him to reduce his stats.
Okay, let's do that. And go away.
Oh, crap. All right. That is a
Hell yeah.
critical success on Demoralize. As Bobby
Hell.
turns around, how? No! He's realizing just
Max
how
is just
bad
na-
things
na-
are
na-
getting.
boo-boo.
He is now frightened
Justice.
2, reducing all of his rolls and all of his defenses by 2 points, and it will go down by 1 at the end of his turn. So he will stay frightened on his next turn as well.
Hell yeah.
Not bad.
Fuck
That was
you,
a
Bobby.
strong Demoralize. Try Me. Unfortunately, you get to introduce us to the getting up mechanics. Whereas it wasn't too bad for a
lucky me.
monk. When you got knocked unconscious, you did let go of your weapons. Your wakizashi and your pistol are on the ground, and it would take 1 action each to pick them up.
So I can't get out of harm's way. I'm just kind of stuck here.
Well, you yourself are also on the ground, and it will take 1 action to stand up. So in this case,
True.
you might want to decide to grab your pistol, stand up, and then retreat. And just leave the sword. This is one of the downsides of dual wielding. When you get downed, it hurts because you would have to scramble to grab everything. One of the design goals of Pathfinder is getting downed hurts. You can recover, healers can just pick you up, but you don't want to just try and tank the hits.
Yeah,
Oh, hey,
it's not really
Reen.
worth it if I can't get my buckle nut now. It's not really worth it if I can't get my if I can't
I
scramble
hope you had a good stream as well. Sorry, what's that?
and get my
Yeah.
stuff back. I don't
Yeah,
know, I'm
just
going over my
standing
options
up
here.
with all your stuff, that kind of just makes you vulnerable. I would recommend just
So,
grabbing the
like-
pistol and retreating. As a gunslinger, you have the privilege of being able to just fall back and continue fighting. You don't have to be in melee.
Well, I'm also noticing my trend where I'm doing better with melee as opposed to, actually hitting. So I would want to grab my sword. However, I don't want a repeat of big old barrel buddy over here just
He would
bashing
he
my
would
brains
have
in.
no reason not to just bonk you again. This is correct.
Like, bro, I'm not the threat here. Why are you gloating? But like,
you just did 25 damage in one hit to a zombie. That's pretty threatening.
to be fair, if I had known it was going to turn out like that, I would have aimed for him. But
wouldn't we all?
Again, my passive trait is out with a vengeance today, it seems. Yeah, I'll just get up and grab my gun, and if I
All
can
right.
on my next turn, I could try to get my sword also. I don't know
At
how
that
well
point,
that would
I'd probably
go.
just shoot at them instead. Because the fight's almost over, right?
Let's just say, for all intents and purposes, the sword broke. That way,
It's
I
a
can just forget
one-shot,
about it.
sure. You blocked
Yeah,
you attempted to block his club with your sword, and he snapped clean through it.
Yeah, you know what? That's more dignifying than just
Than just getting bonked in the back of the head.
I want that little twink obliterated.
Kill the twink. All right.
Personally,
Now you have one action left. If you'd like to move away, you can move up to 5 tiles away.
Okay, and
Actually, no,
hey,
you're
for
an
once I
elf.
can
You
actually
can
see
move
that
up to
title.
6 tiles away. No, you're a
Oh.
fleet elf. You could move 7 tiles away.
Are you making this up, or is
No,
this,
you
like,
have a
actual?
35-foot move speed, and every tile is 5 feet.
So if I wanted to, I could
You could
just
run
move back
all
to
the
where
way
everyone
back
else
here.
is.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
good to know.
diagonals are 1.5, so every second is 3. So you can move here for 3, and then another 3 back here, and just shoot in through the doorway.
Honestly,
You built to be
Yeah.
fast, and it makes you very fast, forcing enemies to waste way more actions to knock you down.
so I can just
And-
move right behind Bev.
You could.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right, time to get out of there, as it is Barrel Bobby's turn. Fine, I didn't need that trash. I mean, it's not so tough, right? He's going to step up to Rain. He is already intimidated Rain, so he can't do that much else with his skills. I'm not gonna lie, he's not a very skilled person. Sorry, Bobby, it's true. So he's going to attempt to club Rain with his big old great club. That is a miss, not enough. Ooh, that's rough. It's time for a desperation second club. Let's go.
No.
Flat roll. Yippee.
Yay!
He's going to bonk you for 10 points as the club smashes into you, pushing you back. All right. You take 10 damage, and that's his turn. Pelvis Smashly, you're up. Oh, wait, I forgot the skeleton guard.
We all
He's just
did.
over. He's just watching at this
He's just
point.
No
He's
way.
Like, it's like,
He went
That's a
before
good
Rain.
point.
Never
I
mind. He
completely
did go.
forgot he was
That's when he crit Bev. My bad. No, my bad. The skeleton did
that's
go.
right. Yeah.
okay.
Nice ankles you got there. Be a shame if something would have happened to him.
Okay.
I keep trying to flirt with people at the club like this, and they all get scared. I don't know why. They just have nice ankles. I also came back from a baseball game and just happened to still have my baseball bat with me. We were practicing for the big leagues.
Aurora, how good are you in health right now?
Aurora's pretty much full.
18 out of 19. I'm fine.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
The one who's low on health right now is me, because I have 3.
We're all
got you.
doing
No,
fine.
no worries. Soothe it is then. I got
But have you
Bev.
considered
Got you.
Bobby poses no threat, and the skeleton you should ignore. He's just a little guy. What's the worst that could happen?
We've considered it. We've considered it, and we've decided to disregard that consideration.
What? This is
Yeah.
bull. This is bull.
That skeleton has hit us so hard.
Well, he's just a guy. He's just vibing.
Just a little man.
He's just
He's a little
vibing.
man who needs to be in
Mike
timeout.
never.
Okay.
The little boy with a bow.
Damn, Mike's getting shit on even in the afterlife. That's crazy.
Poor Mike.
He's like Raditz.
The second afterlife.
Yeah.
Can't believe he's in skeleton heck. That's
Ooh,
crazy.
Having the
Jeez.
most heavenly
Skelahell?
Skelahell. Ooh, Skelahell. That's a good one. That's a
Skelahell.
good one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yo, is that where the next Doom game takes place? That's crazy.
Fuck yeah.
You have to fight in
Forget the
Skelahell.
He's going to Skelahell.
Yes. All right. So what do you? So yeah, Bev, you healed for 8. Pelvis, what are you going to do? You have 1 action left, and your courageous anthem is still going, mind you. Speaking of which, oops. I just have to refresh this real fast because of my macro.
I don't think I actually have anything else. I'm out of first rank spells, so everything else is gonna take a.
See, this is why we don't
pretty
heal.
action.
Real winners, Force Barrage. Ally at 1 HP, Force Barrage. Allies getting hit by Force Barrage? Some magic missiles will solve this problem.
I'll probably just move.
My
Yeah, you could
briefcase
move in.
full of bees.
There we go.
I love Dr. B so much. All right, so you strode with your last action. Aurora, you're up. You're pretty far away. You're pretty far away from everyone at the moment. It'll take at least
I'm-
2 move actions to get to anyone. Yeah,
Don't I have 25?
You have
I
25,
could get
but
right
this
next
is
to
a
him, couldn't I?
30-foot. Oh, no, you could.
Yeah.
Now, you wouldn't be flanking him, but you could get up to him. If you
Mhm.
wanted to trip him, that might be a good move. But what about the
I
skeleton,
could try
the real hero?
grappling.
You could also grab him.
That sounds like somebody else's problem at this point. He's all the way over there.
No, he's such a threat. You have to stop him. All those other guys you took out, chumps. The real problem is in the back.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah,
it's up to you.
I'll move for my first.
Mm-hmm. All right. So stride up to here. Gotcha. So you could grapple or trip him. I'll let you know his defenses are pretty decent for grapple and trip, but he's a pretty big guy. Turns out someone named Barrel Bobby kind of looks like a barrel. He might
Where's
be
that?
pretty hard to grab relatively.
Mhm.
Surprisingly, I know.
So tripping
looks like
might
a
be a better
barrel of
Tripping-
option.
Just so you know, for clarity's sake, normally you would have to recall knowledge with your knowledge skills for 1 action to learn this. But
Mhm.
his fortitude save is 16. His reflex save is 15. He's a little slower than he is tough. His will save is 12.
Well, I can't do anything about his will really at the moment.
You don't have much that deals with that, no.
Mm-mm. Yeah, let's try tripping.
Mm-hmm.
I can just step on him
All
once he's
right,
on
yeah,
the
one
ground.
action trip. Give it a shot. Give me an athletics roll. And then you can step all over him.
What
He'd
a
like
treat.
that.
I will note there's also a third option. You could attempt to disarm him
Oh.
and attempt to knock the bat out of his hands.
Mm-hmm.
It won't get knocked out unless you critically succeed, but on a base success, he gets a -2 to hit on all his attacks until he spends at least one action to adjust his grip. Not necessarily better. Tripping is better offensively for your team. Disarm is better defensively for the team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And grapple is to hold him in place. So if you don't want him to move. Ah.
Well, I'm gonna trip him. And I
Okay.
pray this works, because every time I try
It,
something like
it's
this,
been
it doesn't.
unlucky. You've been trying good strategy, good
Mhm.
practices, but it's a dice game.
It is. It really is.
Ooh, your strength is
Oh.
1 point short. That +2 strength is coming in to hurt, unfortunately. Unfortunately, today, that is a basic fail. Base fail.
Mhm.
Would you like to hero point that?
I really do want to, because we're essentially around the end of the encounters, so I might as well, right?
Yeah, you do. Go for it. Nat one. Wow. I love how hero points. See, that's why I give them out. Because extra hero points, I know for a fact it'll never hurt me. It'll only hurt
Yeah,
you.
no kidding.
Now, why is that the case? Not a metaphysical
raised the
level.
dice.
It makes no sense. But we all know that is true.
Did
All
you
right.
have a talk with the dice before we got into the game and make
He
a
absolutely
deal?
did. He did.
That's
What
I wanna
happens
know.
between me and the table is professional. A gentleman never tells.
Lies.
Mm-hmm. I'll
Table,
have
if
you
you still
know
in
that
chat,
a
is he calling
lady never
bullshit?
asks.
What's up?
I was gonna say, if my friend Table was still in chat, is Jenny calling bullshit? Were you and him
Always.
conversing?
Oh, you said
Oh,
table, not
Janine.
fable. All right, got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, one of my
Fable,
mods is in
you
chat
know what
watching
to
this all
do.
unfold.
We've discussed this. All right. Beverly, it is your turn. Good luck, cleric. There's an
Oh, is that all
arrow
three?
in... Oh, no, wait. Sorry. You're right. You have one action left.
Aw.
We discussed that so much, I kind of blanked.
Sorry.
Oops. That's on me. Oh.
I get a flurry of blows every turn if I want.
Yes, you do.
Might as well. I'll
Yes,
just
you
punch him in the
do.
face, because tripping him didn't work.
I'm just saying, coming from D&D 5th edition, isn't managing keys points stupid? What if we just punch them all the time?
Literally all the time.
Because you're a martial artist. What, are you getting tired of punching? All right, so no,
it's going to be
it'll
4
be
and then
correct.
0.
4 and
Yeah.
plus 0. Mm-hmm. It's builds like here, where Bard's +1 to hit kind of comes in clutch. Oh, that's
What
so
the fuck
close.
is this 8? Oh, thank
Oh
God.
my God.
Something.
That is exactly enough because he's frightened too, and you have the courageous
bitch.
anthem.
Bless you. Bless you,
All
Palvis. I
right,
love
roll
you.
damage as you do manage to land a hit. Barrel bump, he can't dodge them all. He tries to do a barrel roll, but unfortunately it doesn't have enough iframes to dodge the second swing. Should have gemmed in evasion. Noob mistake. As you do smash him for 6 points. And here's one thing where I'm thinking, can you kind of see how the defensive crane stance is great, but the lower damage dice and lower strength stats are kind of like coming in?
Yeah.
Because a
I'm
different
just
stance
rolling
might swing
really
for like
poorly too.
D8 plus 4, for example.
Mhm.
And your rolls have been unfortunate. All right, it's the skeleton Guad's turn. Oh boy. Oh, no, wait, sorry. It's Bev's turn. Bev didn't take their turn. Damn it. Damn it.
Skeleton, your boss is dead.
Damn
Fuck
it.
off.
No. I'm a hard worker who believes in the meaning and the mission of the company. The skeleton
You can't pay
guard.
him if he's dead.
This skeleton guard attends every all hands meeting, even though they don't offer food. He
Mike would
loves the
never.
company. He even shows
Oh.
up to the optional safety meetings, where they
And
also
being paid
don't
isn't gonna
offer
be
food.
a thing for him.
He doesn't get paid. He's an intern.
He doesn't care then. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. He just loves it. He loves it.
Crazy.
All right, Bev, you're up. What are you gonna do? You got an arrow in your chest, but you feel strangely calm about it. You're really focused and you're really locked in here, thanks to some just rockin' tunes. What are you playing over there? What are you playing over there, Pelvis?
Okay.
Here's the one for the money, two for the show.
There you go. How
I'm
could
gonna
you be
move
scared
right
like that?
here and try healing again.
Oh, 2-action heal? So you can't do a 3-action heal because you moved. You could
Oh,
2-action
yeah.
heal the skeleton directly.
Actually, then I might.
Yeah. Oh, you
So
never used
those
runic
seems to
weapon.
be
Shame. We never
fine.
saw that one come into play.
Be careful with your
Hmm.
3-action heal. It heals everyone.
Do it. Heal. Heal.
And I mean everyone.
Do
Don't listen to God ever.
You know
That's-
what? Can I guidance Aurora?
Unfortunately, it's been 20 minutes and Aurora received guidance in the last
Hmm.
combat and is immune to guidance for 1 hour.
Shit.
So
Then you
no.
know what? I'm gonna guidance Naz.
Interesting. Okay. So Naz, your next attack roll or saving throw or skill check will receive a +1.
Well, thank you, Beverly.
Of course.
Interesting. Yo, is Skeleton Chan gonna make it? Hell yeah. Can't wait for the skeleton to down the whole party in the corner. When there's just one trash mob and you're just too busy to deal with him.
He's all the way over there.
Yeah,
Let's go over
yeah.
there.
What's the worst that could happen? I'll deal with him later. Oh no, another 20. Oh no, another 20. What if I roll 3 20s? Hell yeah, let's go.
I don't even see the skeleton on the map anymore.
He's over here. He literally blends
He's
into the
outside of-
background.
Oh!
Yeah, yeah.
He's the same color as the background. He's actually
he's like
blending
the exact
in.
same color. I was like, where the fuck is the skeleton guard they keep talking about? I don't see shit.
Just that good, baby.
Like I've been paying attention to the map this whole time. Like, where is he? Like what? Where did he go?
Yeah,
All
Naz is
right.
up there.
2 actions left, Beverly. What you gonna do? You could attempt to fire off a needle darts cantrip at someone. 60-foot range does piercing damage. You could cast Bless to increase the hit rate, although that doesn't do much when you have a bard in the party, kind of being a
I think
bard.
I'm gonna move for a little bit of coverage on
Okay.
from pelvis.
Gonna
'cause I'm a little
retreat
bit scared of
behind
that skeleton.
pelvis. Interesting.
And
The
then
teddy bear.
I'm gonna yes.
Uh-huh.
And
And you
then
do
I'm
have a
gonna
crossbow.
try to needle darts.
Oh no, needle darts requires 2 actions. Most spells are 2
Oh.
actions, so you cannot
Okay.
do that in this
Um,
case.
Then can I use my crossbow?
You can. Who are you gonna shoot a bolt at?
Barrel Bobby.
I knew it. Skelligard Lane Supreme. He's got the puffy shoes and the white shirt. He's invincible.
He can come work for us.
Nah. He only works for the real ones. All right, so Bev, go ahead and you would have had this drawn. So under strikes, you want to click the +6 to hit once you've targeted Bobby. Ooh, and that lands home. Roll damage. We're getting a lot of value. I'm not going to lie. We're getting a lot of value of that +1 damage over the course of this fight. Like there,
Hell
that's
yeah.
that sounds low, but it's a 50%
Get your
increase. It's actually a lot.
Pelvis is my favorite teddy bear.
All right,
Yes.
now it's Skelechan's turn. All right, Supreme. Hey, look, the closest clear target. A sorcerer. Behold, my vast intellect of I roll to strike. I roll to strike. I roll to strike. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah!
My God.
Jesus Christ, Weeping Bell, what are these rolls?
Oh, it's a good thing you're wearing a chain shirt. It's a good thing you got yourself some defense. That almost hit. That almost hit, but one of them still did. Let's go, Skeleton Stock. 4 damage.
What the fuck is
This is
Oh,
going
fuck.
great. This is going great.
It's not.
Zombies are frauds. Skeletons are where it's at. I'm just
I don't
sad
know.
I never got to show off. Oh, I forgot to show off. You're lucky, Fable. When you stabbed that zombie, I should have activated its disgusting pustules trait. When
Ew,
you
I'm
stab
glad
it,
you
it
didn't.
pops open and you have to make, and both of you would get covered in the fluid and have to make a saving throw.
Respectfully, I'm
Ew.
so good.
Wait, what? Wait, wouldn't that apply to me too? Or did
No,
No, that would have been
because
between me and.
yeah. Actually,
we were over here.
It was
technically,
literally the first move I made.
when you
so-
shot the one to the north, it also should have exploded onto Aurora.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But
Right,
you're
'cause it
lucky.
would
I
have also
forgot that
exploded.
didn't happen, so y'all got to avoid the
Don't worry
debuffs
about it.
entirely.
Okay.
Lucky,
Don't worry,
God
they
for
hit me
that.
hard
Devil.
enough. You don't have to
lucky
do it.
devils. Darn. Next time I should give
how-
the skeletons explode.
How's
No.
Barrow Bobby looking?
Barrel Bobby is actually doing pretty good. He's a tough cookie. Also, you people hit like weak babies.
Mhm.
That's the real
Says the
problem.
dude built like a
Say that again,
bucket.
cowboy.
Wait, say that again. All right, it
Throw
is
some
your
wood behind
turn,
you.
Rain. So, in this case, I will note moving to flank might be worth. Okay, you want to strike? I was also going to say getting panache might be worth it, but hey, that works too. All right, we'll lock
Now
it
we're gonna
in.
Throw hands.
Remember that getting panache, which you wouldn't have because you did the finisher already, getting panache is a big deal for you and would effectively double your outgoing damage. But hey, that's a hit. Roll it. Also,
Could've
I'll
just
note,
worked on
if you
it.
had moved to flank him over the body of the druid, you would have landed a critical hit.
Eh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have to. I'm just pointing this out as a learning opportunity.
Mhm.
In this game, stacking to hit bonuses when you can is huge because it's actually an increase to critical chance, which is crazy. Ooh, nice shot. As you do thrust in. All right, now Barrel Bobby's looking pretty bad. now it's not looking good.
Before I hit him
Mm-hmm.
with my short sword, I'm gonna look him in the eyes and give him
wait a
the.
second. We can talk about this.
Can we? Are you sure about that? Can I roll intimidation?
He's already frightened 1. Oh, he would be frightened 1, not 2. But you could. It won't do much. You'd be better off fainting in this case, or just moving.
Mm,
Or using Bomb Ma to get
mhm, mhm.
panache. Or moving through him instead of around him with tumble through, which would give you panache because you use tumble through, which is always good. Doing a flip around someone always gives you panache as a swashbuckler. It's just
Grab
kind of
him and
built in.
Smash him into the table. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have that? I don't think I have. Tumble through isn't listed.
Tumble
as one
through
of
is an
my-
acrobatics skill. It's just simply you
Ah.
use acrobatics against an enemy's reflex save to try to move through them.
Hmm. Hmm. And I'm guessing that,
Mhm.
let's see. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Man, some of these things have such long descriptions. I just need like a TLDR.
What are you trying to look for?
I was just reminding myself what Bon Mon, the like One for
Mhm.
All and stuff did.
Bon Ma debuffs people's will saves and gives you
Uh-huh.
panache. One for All allows you to support a teammate's next attack or skill and gives you panache. Those are this class's cores. Now, if you find yourself not liking those, then there are other swashbuckler types to take. But this one's pretty good in my opinion.
No, I feel like this one fits me. I just am.
Gotta get used to using it, yeah.
If we're just level 1 characters.
And you're level 1, yes.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so I guess while I'm threatening him, it probably makes the most sense to use Bon Ma.
Sure,
So just
go for it.
roll diplomacy, right?
Roll diplomacy. I don't know. Bon Ma does not have the attack trait. That is a base success as you insult. What would you like to insult? He's very distracted. He's very distracted by this terrible insult. How could you do that? How could you do that to old Barrel Bobby?
I don't know.
But that
We
is
gave
enough
you
to
a
give yourself
chance.
panache.
We gave
That's
you a
true.
chance to stand down. Now look where it's got you. What are you planning on doing now?
I'm planning on kicking your ass. Oh, wait, sorry. He can't retort. He has to spend an action to retort to get rid of the debuff. So he has to think about it. What is he planning to do?
Is holding an action a thing that you're allowed to do? Can I like ready an attack for in case
Okay.
he moves?
Yes, but it takes 2 actions and your reaction. It's inherently inefficient. In this case,
Fair
you'd
enough.
probably be better off just popping off a finisher strike with your short sword. I'll note the confident finisher you have does half damage on a miss.
Fair enough. I guess if he's gonna be like that, then we'll just have to give him the short sword. So
He's really getting the
RIP.
short end of the sword, huh?
Yep.
Ooh, that is a miss by 1. Oh, the fact that his frighten went down is just enough. Again, if you had moved to flank, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, go ahead and roll damage because you still deal half of your precise strike damage on a miss. It's just a nature of confident finisher. And if we look at the roll breakdown, that is 8 points. He takes 4. Ho! Ho! Wait. He takes 4 plus 1 because of Courageous Anthem. He's down. He had 5 HP.
Yeah.
Oh.
All
That's a lot of nonsense he
right.
was chatting. That's
Hey,
crazy.
good work, everyone. We know the skeleton guard is not going to be him. I mean, do y'all want to keep fight? Do y'all want to kill the guard? You know what? Nasreen, how would you like to attempt to fight this skeleton guard? This is a learning
Okay.
experience. Normally I would call it, but in this case, I gotta give y'all a chance to roll some dice.
But we
Can I
still
try them?
won, right?
You did win. Absolutely.
Yes.
There is
Okay.
Yes.
no way this guard
we
matters.
have killed everyone now.
There's
You just
no
have to do
world
the finishing blow.
where it
Tell us
does
how
not
you
get blown
insult
up.
this skeleton.
Can we just like threaten him? Just be
Okay,
like,
but hear me out.
run.
Like, what are you gonna do now? All your friends are dead.
It is
Barrel
a
Billy
Hear me out.
is
skeleton.
gone.
Hear me out. I
Mm-hmm.
have a
Tell us.
thought.
Mm-hmm.
What if we befriend the skeleton?
Take him back and use him.
I like that.
Befriended
I like
him.
that.
Interesting. Yeah.
Well, we
You
adopt
disarm
him.
it. Okay.
Just be like, hey man, you want to work for us?
We can also
Mm,
not pay you. We can also give you $0 an hour.
You know,
We'll get the
when
same
most
benefits.
undead have the mindless trait, it means they have literally no mind. This guy's mindless because he loves working for a corporation. which is truly a much more terrifying form of mindlessness. You'll never get through to him. He believes that he's going to be on top and that lazy workers like you belong at the bottom.
No.
You'll never
poor
defeat this
fool.
skeleton.
Lazy?
His mindlessness is unbreakable.
Kill him.
Hey, that was the
Death.
plan all along.
Shame.
Time to put him down.
Yes.
Nothing we could have
Loads
done.
Okay.
revolver with malicious intent.
Hold on.
Hmm.
I want to show me what this is. So I still have frostbite.
Mm-hmm. You do. You have quite a few offensive cantrips. Of these, Ignition in melee range does the most, but you can't exactly get into melee. The other ones just do different elements of damage. Lightning, cold, and fire. Doesn't really matter which one you pick, I'm not gonna lie.
Pick your favorite.
Well, okay. Technically, you're best off. So this is some meta info. Technically, you're best off avoiding electric arc because that targets reflex saves and skeletons are really fast. There's just, not a lot of meat weighing them down. Frostbite targets his fortitude, which is terrible because he's a skeleton. And you do have a buff tier to hit, so Ignition is okay. But just so you know, Frostbite is the strongest target here because his fortitude is like +2. It's a skeleton. It's as tough as you think it would be.
His bones don't protect him from the elements.
No.
This is
no.
true. This is true.
Well, kind
Okay,
of.
let's try frostboot.
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 All right. Oh, that's a base success. Wow. Wow, statistics. I don't even know what those are. So you do notice as it does freeze and start to ice over, he doesn't seem to care. Because skeletons, while only having 4 hit points and being incredibly fragile, have damage resistance. Skeletons in particular have resistance to all elemental damage and all physical damage that's not blunt. They resist the first 5 points of damage. This is why I left him alive, to show off that fact. Some enemies you have to hit really hard or get around the resistance through some form.
Okay.
That's why when Aurora punched Mike's skeleton, it just got annihilated. Because it doesn't resist blunt damage.
He has good reflex. A lot of my things are like reflex though.
Yes, a lot of attack spells are reflex. I'll note this also took 2 actions, so you only have 1 action left. You can really just kind of move at this point. Or cast shield.
Okay.
Wait, do you even have shield?
I don't think I have a shield.
No, you don't.
I'm just gonna move down here then.
Yeah, you can just leave the room. Fair enough. That's not a bad plan. Just break line of sight. Try me, you're up. You'd have to move into the room and reload your gun, but if you want, you can take a shot at our skeleton friend. Will you be the one to finish him off?
I don't know. Will I?
That's a great question. Can you roll over a 3?
Let's ask a better question than can I roll a 3?
Oh no, a 2.
Well,
Let's find out.
okay,
huh?
so I can just move into the room
You can.
and for the sake of like reloading, I can just hit strike.
Well,
Like,
so
would that
move
still
in
count?
is 1 action. Reload is a 2nd action. And then strike
So
for your 3rd
can I just-
action.
Can I move like right here?
Sure.
Or would that table that's right there be in the way?
No, that's a low table. It's fine.
Okay. Then I was already targeting you. I only have my gun, so you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Can I roll above a 3? Or Better. Can I not roll a 1? Please let thine aim
Good
be
question. As cool as Gunslinger is, if you have terrible
Hell
rolls,
yes! Nice!
sometimes. Oh, very nice. Roll damage. Roll damage.
true. Oh, right, damage.
Mm-hmm. Finally, a hit. Ooh, very nice. Now, I'll note, bullets do piercing damage, which he resists 5 of. However, your gun has the concussive trait. Bullets and firearms have concussive, which is a trait that says they do both piercing and bludgeoning damage for the purpose of overcoming resistance. Because skeletons resist piercing but not bludgeoning, a bullet simply smashes through the bones rather than punching through, causing him to take full damage as he
So, in other words-
collapses down.
So, in other words, from the doorway, I just go, jackpot.
Yeah. Behold, you've done it.
Yes! I've redeemed
Yay.
myself. Let's go.
Congratulations, heroes. You've bested the Barrel Boys gang. Your shop is safe for
Yay.
now.
Rude.
And there you go. That's the one shot. That took a little longer than I thought it would. But it was a... Okay, so, thoughts. That was a severe encounter. Just barely. The others were just barely moderate encounters. Did you feel the difference in difficulty?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us more than others.
A resounding yes.
Very nicely done, everyone. Generally, severe encounters are the hardest fights you do for the most part. There are extreme encounters. Those fights are equal to you in strength, relatively. And therefore are very rarely done, as they're basically a 50-50 chance of winning, right? So in this case, just so you know, this fight was 2 level 1 enemies. Both Barrel Bobby and the Druid were level 1. They are equal in strength to you. And 6 level -1 trash mobs. 6 enemies, 2 levels lower than you. So, that's why it was not tough. They were roughly 75% your party's strength. And you might think, well, that makes a victory easy. Hey, you tell me.
Clearly not.
You tell me. But good work, everyone. You did it. So,
Yay!
there you go. How's that for a few level 1 adventures? How's that feel?
Pretty good. I liked it.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty great.
All
Now-
right.
I was considering running a couple more combats if y'all wanted, but this did take longer than I expected it to. Mostly because, people need to learn things, which is good. That's the point. So, I'm thinking we kind of just call it a little shorter today. Good work, everyone. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I'm
It's up
good
to
for
you.
calling it.
Yeah.
I am
That sounds
spent.
me.
Plus, I
Sounds
gotta be
good.
somewhere in like a minute, so we ended at
All
like the
right.
perfect time.
Perfect. Glad to hear it then. Sounds good. Let me
Oh,
help
speaking of.
myself on over. Oh, hey, look, I even hear an alarm. I haven't heard an
That was
alarm.
my
Perfect.
vamoose.
All right. Well, there you go. There you go. I hope you enjoyed it. What are y'all's thoughts on Pathfinder? I know for those of you who's brand new to it, it's like, well, that's neat. But it's also like, oh, that's a thing, right? Because you're new to it. But either way, what are y'all's thoughts?
I really like it. I like the combat a lot better. The only thing I'm struggling with is getting used to
I mean,
Foundry, but like that's an
that's a separate
experience thing.
problem, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's okay. I never want to encourage to play something I like by shitting on something else, right? Because that's not fun for anyone, right?
Mhm.
Do you understand more why I often say when people are like, "Oh, I don't really like combat in 5e," and my answer is that's because 5e is kind of bad, right? Combat doesn't have to be unfun. I think 5e D&D 5e Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition's combat sucks because it's just kind of boring. Yeah.
Yeah, this felt not easier is the wrong word, but
It's more
it felt
dynamic.
more dynamic.
A big part of it is, if you noticed, there was only one enemy across 3 encounters who had attack of opportunity. So you can just kind of run around, and so can they.
Which I really like.
Yeah. It adds a lot more strategy. Disengaging is an actual strategy, something you're allowed to do.
Yeah, you're very much punished for it in D&D.
In D&D, you basically smash together, and the lines form, and you win or die. Because there's no real point in running past someone. It doesn't do much for you. Especially because move actions are free. They'll just run up to you on your turn.
Now I just need some loaded dice so I can get some decent rolls, and we're good.
Oh, would you like to borrow my? I mean,
Yeah, can I
yeah,
borrow
that's
yours?
crazy.
I like
That's
your
crazy.
used pretty.
I mean, it
But
was
yeah.
fun. It like I still don't understand everything, but
Of course not.
I mean, obviously
I don't.
not.
I've been playing for a few years, and there's a lot, but you don't have to know everything, which is good.
Yeah, and like I feel like by this turnaround, I sort of understood the different things I could use and like where it would hit. So it was also nice that I didn't have to be in like combat. I could stay slightly out of the way and still do damage.
Yes. Positioning is huge in this game. And especially as a caster, I'll note you were level 1. Any spellcaster, they do suck a little at level 1. They're viable, you got a lot done. You did a lot of damage, you got a lot of healing, and your debuffs are pretty huge. But they get way... Let me sum it up this way. At level 1, you have fire breath, right? You breathe fire. It's a little cone 15 feet, 3 tiles wide, right? Does 2d6. At level 5, you have fireball, which is a 20-foot radius burst. So that's 40 foot across in a ball. And it originates anywhere within 500 feet of you for 6d6 damage. Spells have exponential scaling. They get drastically better every single rank.
I like that. I like that a lot.
And then by for example, level 9, you get 5th rank spells. You get a new spell rank at every odd level. So 1, 3, 5. You get 5th rank spells, which have things like Wall of Stone, where you just summon a 1-inch thick solid granite wall shaped as you want, up to 50 feet long. So you can just be like, wow, there's 2 enemies. And then you put one in a box of stone. He doesn't get a saving throw, by the way, because you didn't affect him. You just happened to make a wall, and he happened to be inside. That's rough, buddy.
So good.
Anyways, as you all look at the other guy, and it's like, hey, man, how's it going?
So.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
That's the kind of thing spellcasters can do at high levels.
I like that a lot. That's amazing.
Yeah.
My ear. I think it was good.
I agree. I think that was very fun.
Glad to hear you enjoyed it.
It was fun to actually finally play a campaign for once that went through. Because I'd already told you the story of how I had created a character, and there was 3 separate campaigns that were going to happen, and those never happened. So I'm glad I was able to actually play a campaign of some kind, regardless of whether it was just a one-shot or just a long-running one. And it was fun to learn the ropes, and this time around, I was actually able to grasp the information that was relayed last time.
being able, you need time for your brain to literally build that information connections because you've never experienced something like this before.
And despite my passive trait of my horrible luck, making mine and apparently everyone else's rolls just like bupkis, that's just, I blame the dice on that. I don't blame my passive trait at all. I call bogus. It was still very fun, and there were a bunch of hype moments from like everyone involved, from like blowing a bunch of dudes' heads off to a hit so powerful and without much effort that they turned to dust, to just, oh, arrows in me? No, sword to your face. Like, oh, and just literally anything that Pelvis did. Like, literally anything.
Good work,
Like,
Pelvis. You're a
We
hero.
love Pelvis.
Like,
We love him so much.
like literally everyone has had a moment that is just, oh yeah, that was hype. And I think that's like my favorite thing about this.
I'm glad we could
Aside
get that
from
going.
actually knowing how to play the game now. Like
That
that was
helps.
so cool to learn.
That is part of why, when it came to making the characters, I kind of just went, you have options. You should pick this, right? Because until you've actually played, you have no context for what these options do. Something says +2 to hit or +5 damage. You don't know if that's good. Now you know that +2 to hit is actually bonkers because that means your crit chance goes up. And in this game, boy, crits, huh? There's a lot of them everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. And another thing is, I hope you kind of saw that there's pretty good class diversity. Each of your characters, at least in my eyes, felt pretty different. And as they level, they'll end up diverging more and becoming increasingly different. Because, yeah, at level 1, you're only... Anyone who's a fighter is pretty functionally the same at level 1. You're going to hit people with a weapon. But even by then, the monk is flurrying and swinging repeatedly. The swashbuckler has panache and finisher attacks. And the gunslinger has, ranged attacks and mixed melee. They're all pretty different vibes even by level 1. So, yeah. All right, level 21 shot.
Oh my god.
All right, you've learned. Let's go.
Let's freaking go.
Who's
Crack
ready to fight
characters.
500 Balrogs?
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Lordy.
I'm down for some murder. Put me in.
Oh my god.
Do we have to fight them though?
No, you can smash them as a treat.
Bet.
This is going to be an explosive battle.
I'm
I
just
see.
watching Jenny's model go like, oh, what am I getting myself into? And you find out your table's full of freaks.
Your
Oh,
VTubers.
Jenny already knew that.
I think
you
I
already
know.
know.
Is there a normal VTuber? I mean, besides
No.
myself, of
No.
course. Of course.
Yeah,
Oh, you don't
besides
count.
you.
You don't
I'm
count.
incredibly normal.
I don't know. Are you normal?
You're our game master after all.
Incredibly normal. That's right. I am the dungeon master. And the game master,
Mhm,
yes.
I thought you said that you couldn't say
Shut up.
Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that
Legally
that's
dis-
copyright.
What happened to that?
In the context of tabletop games, yeah. Anyways.
Heyo.
Got him.
On that note, I do have to bow out now because I'm being beckoned to
Yep,
the other thing.
Go ahead.
So
Mhm.
Oh, good.
it was,
Thanks for
it was
dropping
so great playing with you guys, and I hope that all of you have a good rest of your night.
You as well.
And
Thank you,
I can't wait
Good
to
night.
play more Pathfinders in the future, if you would be willing to have us.
Oh, yeah.
That does bring up the question, if I was to run something longer term, I would probably have to trim the player base down to 4. A lot easier to balance. It's not hard to balance 6, but
Just a
4, in my
lot.
opinion, is just, yeah, it's a lot to have 6 players. 4 is more of a golden number. And one of the things is with 6 players, your party has no weaknesses. You can just do anything because you have so many guys. With 4 players, it's on you to figure out what you want to be good at and what you want to be weak at and how you're going to get around that style, you know?
Mm-hmm. But anyway, have a night.
Makes sense.
Real cool.
Bye. Have a good night.
Good night.
So yeah, I would probably trim it down. Now, if there's enough people, you can always have, and this thing with 4 players, you can always have a second game, right? You could always have a second game with the other players doing something else.
Mhm.
But, that's a separate question. And possibly, I don't know, the same player in the same game if they're obsessed with it or something. That's whatever. That's a lot of logistical questions. But in general, for anything longer term, I try to keep the player count lower, especially on a streaming end. I think that makes a lot more sense because with, 6 of y'all, none of you particularly get a chance to actually speak that much because they're just, there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
In a sense,
And,
this is a
like,
7-person collab.
And like roleplay is one of my favorite parts of TTRPGs. So
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
my
I can
personal
tell you're
games-
trying to hold back to not take 3 more hours.
in my personal games, we literally do combat maybe once every like 5 months. Because everyone just wants
Damn.
to talk.
Yeah. Well, if you're enjoying it, then that's what matters.
That's all that matters. Most of my
Mhm.
quote unquote combats I run as more like in check encounters where you're trying to
Mhm.
persuade your way into or out of situations.
Oh,
so.
absolutely. You
Mhm.
know, you might really enjoy like a Powered by the Apocalypse style game. Which those are ones which maybe Blades in the Dark. I don't know. I'll look up a couple things. There are games very much built around conversation as conflict being one and the same and stuff like that. And those might end up being just better for your style of game. Maybe.
Probably. I just really like being in character. I'm over
Yeah.
here like full grown adult and I'm like I never grew out of my I just want to play pretend phase. So
Mm-hmm.
Nor should you have had to.
Yeah, I like to play pretend that I'm someone who doesn't have to get out of bed. It's pretty good at it, let me tell you.
Same.
Great
I'm
game.
kind of an acting king, so.
It's a great game.
A wonderful game.
To
My favorite
answer
kind of
your
game.
question, though, I'd
Mhm.
love to play a campaign in Pathfinder if you're the one running it, specifically you. I like your DM
Suspicious.
style. I mean, I have context for you as Pathfinder.
Suspicious.
Which works with your style, so it's
So
fine.
sus.
Yeah, that's good. Sus. But yeah, I do, in my own DM style, I do prefer combat heavy and conversation heavy over like puzzles and stuff. That's just my own preference. I play these games and take a lot of, I like the spreadsheet. I like the spreadsheet work. Quite simply.
Jenny loves a spreadsheet.
Yeah,
What?
Who would have
I
thunk
know,
it?
right?
I'm
And I like
having
the,
flashbacks to
I
your
enjoy the
stream the
tactical
other
combat.
day where
Where
you
I
had
have an
this-
Excel
ex-
spreadsheet. I needed
Excuse
it,
me?
okay? We were playing Satisfactory. I needed to know my inputs and outputs to balance my materials. And sometimes you need an
Exactly.
Excel
You and
spreadsheet.
my friend would get on like a house fire. I don't understand Excel sheet people.
I want
I
to
could
play
never be
Satisfactory
me.
with you so badly. So
There you
badly.
go. Mass Satisfactory server. Let's go. I think you
I'm
can hold
so
like 8
down.
players. Actually, even
Can
more
it
possibly.
really?
Yeah. It's a
Oh no.
sandbox building game. You can have as many people sitting around building a factory as you want. They don't even have to be near
Wait,
each
you
other. You can
build
build
stuff?
Yeah. It is okay. Satisfactory is a game where you land on an alien planet and the company says, "Hey man, we need you to build a lot of things. Good luck." There's no time limit. You never run out of resources. Your job is to go find resources, and then build factories on top of them to turn them into things, and then use those things to build more things.
That sounds
More.
amazing.
Mm-hmm. And you can explore around the
love
world
it.
and stuff, and find stuff. I love it. I mean, if you ever want to check it out, you can look at any of my Satisfactory streams at youtube.lordgeneric.
Go subscribe now. Do
Seamless
it.
plug.
Yeah, subscribe now.
Otherwise, I'll bite your ankles.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, table. You try to bounce RP in combat. It is hard. It is hard. And it depends a lot, not just on what you want, but what the players want. For example, Fable's playstyle might not mesh with me as a game master as well as, say, Lore's, because Fable really loves the hard role-playing, and I prefer rolling dice and tactical combat in interesting situations. I am more into the war game side than the storytelling side. But I think both are important, in my opinion. One informs the other and gives them context. But yeah, it all depends on your group. That's why role-playing games are fun. And if you find role-playing games not fun, that's okay. But sometimes it's just because your group does not mesh with you. Doesn't matter how good the game is, if the party doesn't mesh, it's not much of a party now, is it?
It's true. I once
Not
saw
much.
a quote that said that you
Wait.
shouldn't play tabletop games with anybody that you wouldn't go on a really long road trip with.
Oh, that was weird.
That sounds solid.
What?
I totally just lost my volume for some reason for a second there.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
cool.
Well, that's concerning. That
Love that.
What's happening with your stream
interesting.
today?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it was a stream. Did y'all hear my rambling?
Yeah?
Okay.
We've heard
I get-
everything.
Okay. Ooh.
Mm,
Maybe that's a sign. Maybe we should bid the lovely folk adieu and call
that's
it
probably a good
a
idea.
night. Well, as I was saying, thank you for dropping by. If you're new here, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know. If you're on YouTube, you can leave a comment and let me know what your thoughts are. Do you like Pathfinder? I hope so. Either way, I'm Lord Generic, your Terracotta Warrior. Feel free to subscribe, follow, or toss in a like on YouTube. We're on Twitch and YouTube. I don't know, like 3-4 times a week usually. Either way, thank you all for dropping by, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, which side should we rate?